this way.
That's fine.
Is it bad to talk about?
Stop it.
Let me ask the audience. We were having a conversation before the show.
No, we weren't. It wasn't a conversation.
Is it like the chipmunks? Which chipmunk is getting the best head? Those are kids.
Which chipmunk is getting the best head?
Yeah. Tell me you haven't seen that meme.
No, I haven't. Is that a thing?
What are you talking about?
Wait, why are the chipmunks getting head from the chipettes?
Well, they're. I don't know if they say. They used to not say. It was just chopped off at the waist, and they're like,
all the chipmunks are
going. Which chipmunk's getting the best head? And you're like, it fucking better not be Alvin.
We'll give you action and satisfaction. We're the chipmunks.
We got our nuts in your mouth.
We've got our nuts in your mouth. We're the chipmunks.
Oh, shit. I was going to start this stream by going. Well,
you and this X-Men thing.
You know that song you don't know?
I know the X-Men. It took a second.
If I got married, I would play that song as my first dance at my wedding. And then me and all my best men would walk around going...
The bride is like, can we take some nice photos? And you're like, schnicked, schnicked.
Bub. What do you think, Bub?
Bub.
What do you think, Bubs?
All night.
We'd all be
you
Wolverine.
And all the groomsmen, all Wolverines. The all Wolverines wedding. That poor woman.
And then I would marry another Wolverine.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'd say, get out of here. We're doing our own thing.
Well,
Fuck
of course,
you, bub.
you're all hyped up on X-Men Fever because our newest video has dropped.
Yeah.
The biggest review of the Marvels. Somebody did leave a comment saying, it should be the biggest problem in the Marvels. So that classic debate rages on.
Because it's not the biggest review.
We name multiple problems, though. And then what? At the end, we got to name which one?
We should have said the biggest problem. I mean, it should be, okay, so what was the biggest problem in
At the
Marvels?
end, we can do that. How's that?
Yeah. What was the biggest problem in the Marvels?
The lack of emotional arcs of any sort.
Not enough Brie Larson in a white tank top.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, smaller than a tank top.
Frasier's shitty cameo.
Oh, no, that was... I would say not enough Frasier, but there was the perfect amount.
Frasier was the perfect amount of Frasier.
I wish Eddie would have been in there, too, though.
Which Eddie?
Eddie was his dad's dog in Frasier.
Oh, okay.
The dad would be cool, but at least a little...
I thought you were doing X-Men lore, but you're doing Frasier lore. Like, which X-Men was Eddie? Hold on. I'm like, I know Venom is Eddie Brock. That's
no, Eddie the
Eddie
Terrier,
the
the Boston Terrier. Except for Joe Cristalli fucked up that Frasier reboot. Speaking of Frasier...
Yeah, I was supposed to make like a video talking about how much they fucked it up. I guess I still will.
Let's review that.
We gotta watch the Frasier reboot. Everyone says they're like, what the fuck? Niles is not in it, which is like, what's the point? He's in a different city.
Is his son in it? That would be cool.
I don't know.
Hey, I'm fucking Niles' son.
The
I'm
guy
a
who
real
played his
maverick
dad
renegade.
must be dead by now, right?
Oh, the detective?
Yeah.
That would suck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
what about Daphne? Is she fat now? She couldn't be in it.
I mean, the odds are she's fat. But again, check out our review of the Marvels. You can watch the non-spoiler review on my channel, which Dick takes issue with for some reason.
It was just a weird conversation to get
It was a real conversation, and I think we did it wrong, and my original idea was better, but we'll talk about that at some point.
Your original idea is fucked.
A lot of channels will do a non-spoiler review and then a spoiler review, and they're like separate videos.
So your idea is we come back from a movie, we sit down, we talk for 5 minutes in generalities about the movie.
Yes.
Which you did a very bad job of.
No, you did a bad job.
You did a bad job of talking about, because you're like, yeah, but then in this one part, they didn't even tell them about the thing.
No, I don't think I did do that.
Everything you said in generalities relied on specific information that you did not give the audience.
Well, maybe I'm bad at that. I'll watch some other non-spoiler reviews to see how to do that. The reason it doesn't work is that people come to my channel and they watch that video and then they leave after 3 minutes to go watch the other video.
Yeah.
So YouTube goes, wow, this video must suck.
Yeah, I don't know why you thought you wanted to do that.
No, I didn't want to do that. That's what you convinced me to do, which was incorrect. My original idea was actually better.
Your original idea is we come back from a movie, we do like a 5-minute review that has no spoilers, and then we start completely over.
But we don't have to start completely
another
over.
review that's an hour.
Okay, but we could just have a very quick intro that just goes, this is the movie, here's the actors, we're getting into it. That's it.
But how do we get into it without, like, talking in general about it? I'll try it, but it's weird.
Well, other channels do it, and I think it works. And honestly, though, it did bring over some new people. The biggest problem, we might have some new people watching here tonight.
Okay.
We got like 50 new subscribers, which is great.
And they're listening to stuff about the chipmunks getting head?
Well, that's your fault. You did that. Started off, I come in here talking about...
Because the question we were talking about was which Goonie is getting the best head.
You were talking about that. I do not know which Goonie is giving head or getting head.
Now we're talking about it again. And I
Right.
said, so it's fine to say about the chipmunks, but you can't say which Goonie is getting the best head?
Because the chipmunks...
It's another kid. And then I said it's another kid doing it, so it's not any kind of a...
The Goonies are human children, okay? Alvin and the Chipmunks, there's a layer of fantasy. We're talking about them getting head is separated enough that you would, Why are we starting the show talking about this?
You're talking about it.
You're talking about it.
I was just making a joke.
All right.
All right, you want to get the show started?
Let's do it. We're already late. Oh, yeah.
Biggest problem in the universe.
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe, the only show that ranks every problem in the universe, from Russian-filled saunas to the guy dating your mama.
Oh!
I'm your host, Dick Masterson. Joining me as always is Vito.
Hello, Dick.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good.
Are you done with Marvel now? Are we done with Marvel? Will we be done with Marvel?
I don't know. What else is coming from Marvel? I don't even know.
We can just wait. No more superhero stuff until the Rippaverse.
I think the next Marvel thing is Armor Wars. See, Armor Wars might be good.
Because why?
Because Rhodey in the fucking War Machine suit.
Don Cheadle's?
Don Cheadle, yeah.
Is
The problem is it's going to have that lady.
Terrence Howard. Which one is it?
Terrence Howard is the one who got fired in the first Iron Man and got replaced by Don Cheadle.
Is it the Hotel Rwanda guy? He's gets a super suit?
Was Don Cheadle the guy from Hotel Rwanda? I think that's correct.
Training Day?
I don't remember any of these things. They should have got
okay.
Cuba Gooding.
Hey, big news. We might have a black guy on in a couple weeks, right? That's
You're going to announce it right away? I went, Dick, I got a guest for the show.
big one.
And what's
Big
exciting,
score.
on our alt-right white supremacist podcast, we might get a black guest finally.
So the Marvels was so bad that you had a cancer.
Yes.
Is that what happened?
My cancer has been taken care of.
Did you're kind of cheating at the weight loss thing with that, though.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
I had what we assume is a benign, what do they call it, a lymphoma.
Who's we? You and the other pedophiles?
The general. Why does this have anything to yeah. All right, we.
Ironically, yeah.
Ironically.
Yeah.
No, they just they quickly cut it out and put
Of
it
what?
in a jar. It was in my back.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal, I don't think.
Do they gotta like taste it for cancer? Like,
Yeah, they gotta send it to a lab, but the doctor's like, I don't know, it looks pretty benign to me.
How much did it weigh?
I didn't ask, man.
Well, that's like, I mean, if it
was a big old lump.
looked big.
Yeah.
Some people thought it was your penis.
I know, it kind of looked like a little penis or whatever. A lot of people were like concerned. I'm like, I don't think it's a big deal. It's just something that happens. So yeah, the tumor came out of me. That's what, 5 pounds probably I'm down?
It looked like about 5 pounds.
All right, we're going to win this thing.
Did you weigh yourself?
Time to celebrate with some
today?
Sour Patch Kids. No, I didn't weigh myself today.
All right, let's do the... Is that too low?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Picking on stepdads for the wrong reasons. That was the winner.
That was you.
That was me. Idea Guys, second. And that was you. And Slavic men treating the gym like a Turkish bath.
Well, Value Select, Max, should not feel bad because we got a lot of positive comments.
On him.
Yeah, he was a great guest.
Yeah.
And, of course, subscribe to him at Value Select TV on YouTube.
Google Bomb says, this guest didn't say too much, but what he did say was top notch. There you go.
Yeah, I'm like, did we do that thing where we like talked over the guy? But he was getting in there, I thought.
That's the best thing you can do. If they say barely anything, but like a couple good things, that's the best.
Yeah, that's a good guest. We have, we know the formula, and then they're getting in there.
Yeah.
verbal sparring. It's better than like some guys who got to be like, I'm here, I'm doing a thing.
Like who?
I was thinking of a guy who liked puppets and.
Me?
No.
Who?
I've tried to listen to the old Biggest Problem. There was a certain guest who was on a lot. Made it a Christmas album.
Oh.
And every and I'm like, I should catch up on the lore of the show. I should like learn it. And then like every episode that guy's on, I'm like, that guy really likes being here and being part of the magic, I guess.
Okay. Rob, the dating advice girl.
I do think that guy's fun. The other stuff he's done is fun.
The bread name says Dick's unrelenting hatred of Boogie is the funniest thing on the show in a while. Guys, stop saying in a while. If you make a compliment, just delete the in a while part.
It's the funniest thing on the show.
Period. Is funny.
Well,
you don't need to denigrate the rest of the show to give a compliment.
That means that other things have been funny. That could be interpreted positively. I guess in a while infers it's been a long time.
It's been a drought since there's been something
funny. So
funny.
say it's the funniest thing right now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you speak to your wife like this? That's the hottest
you've
been in a while.
This is the thinnest you've been in a while.
God.
Yeah.
You fucking incel. Get a clue.
Well.
Thank you. I heard Boogie arguing with Mudahar today.
I meant to watch that, and then I didn't watch that. Was it good? There's like a lot of Boogie stuff going on because he's doing, obviously the documentary just dropped, and he's also doing his Lol Cow podcast.
Oh, yeah.
With Tommy C.
Yeah.
And I talked to Tommy C. I went on his show briefly, and he said Boogie came to him, and he's like, listen, the show is great or whatever. Just don't talk about, don't talk about my girlfriend, but don't something about my girlfriend. Don't be rude to my girlfriend, I guess.
He's such a fuck. He's always he's evil. I see it.
Well, Tommy was like, it's the Lol Cow podcast. Obviously, part of your Lol Cowness is the fact that you're dating
anorexic
this weird
hooker
20-year-old.
How do
we not talk about that?
It's disgusting. Why would we not? It's the lowliest thing that you've got going on right now.
I think I might get into Boogie a little bit.
Boogie said to Mudahar that he would prove, he says, I could prove that my girlfriend's 20 right now. I have her ID in my wallet. And I was sitting there, I was listening to it on Ralph, and me and Ralph at the same time go, why are you
What is
this, like an Andrew Tate situation?
Yeah, I was going to say, I got her passport and her wallet and this long,
birth certificate,
and this length of chain that I can use to pull her into the room.
I talked to her parents on her behalf. For her, I relay things,
Well, I'm sure it's all going to work out. He was fighting with Mudahar because he called Mudahar's wife, but he says like he didn't know it was his wife because
more lies.
Mudahar's
Always
wife
lying.
Is Dojangles, another YouTube person.
She's fantastic. Yes.
Yeah, she like follows me, I guess. I haven't seen her content, but I guess she was shitting on Boogie, and for some reason he decided to find her phone number and call her. And Mudahar's like, bitch, don't be calling her. What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah. He's going through a lot.
Boogie? He's going through a lot of fast food.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Nothing else.
I was waiting for you to pick a food item. He's going through a lot, and I'm like, I could already see the gears turning. You're like, pizza, hot dogs. I'll just go with fast food. That'll cover all the bases.
That piece of crap. I hope he loses his house. And then he has to live in a big pile of shit.
No.
Under a freeway.
I just want him to just make good content.
I hope he falls into a time portal and ends up in the Old West and everyone kicks the shit out of him all day, every day.
I don't know why the Old West is the place for that to happen.
Guys, that's where you can do anything. That's when white people went wild all over the country and kick the shit out of this fat piece of shit.
Maybe he would thrive as a
pig.
Could be a bartender. Serving up sarsaparilla in the old saloon, the Boogie Saloon.
You could work at a whorehouse.
Yeah. Well, Boogie, we're all pulling for you, except Dick.
Yeah,
who wants you to suffer.
Evil Fandango says it would be hilarious if someone started a comic book called Super Liver about a superhero doctor who travels to other dimensions, healing and resuscitating superheroes. that got killed.
Super liver?
Yeah.
Oh, like he makes them live?
Yeah, he typed that whole thing out.
Wow. That was, okay. Brilliant stuff.
Martin O'Keefe says, Vito comparing hand sizes with the guest and touching his hand. That's a move I used to do with women in my 20s, but never men. That's the gayest thing that's ever been on the show.
I was surprised I had, like, slightly bigger hands than him.
You were doing that. Like that.
Well, he's a swimmer. Normally swimmers,
They have
you want
long
they're like
fingers.
paddle hands, man, so you can
That's
push
true.
all that water. I did get a brief sexual thrill, though, I must admit.
Steve Larry says, I didn't think Vito could get gayer, but now he's dyeing his beard?
Well, I talked about this on the show that there's like I get white hairs, but it's only on this side,
You
so it
dye
looks
that?
fucking moronic. Like who
Yeah.
wants half a white beard? So I
Yeah.
just even it out.
My beard got real gray here.
Yeah.
Sinkhole says, I lost 50 pounds in 2 months by eating nothing but bacon and eggs for every meal with a coffee in the morning.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I do like bacon and eggs. That's been a part of my diet routine. Do some
That's
eggs
all
in
he
the
ate,
morning.
though. That's it.
Well, the bacon's not terrible in terms of calories.
Oh, that's true.
It's protein.
I guess if you knock off the calories, then you can worry about the cholesterol and stuff later.
Yeah, that's once you're down, then you can worry about blocking out your heart.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, the human body is a poison trap anyway. What are you going to do?
That's all I have. Do you have any
No,
segments today?
I have
or
nothing.
Straight into problems? Okay.
Got out of the doctor's office.
I do have, I think I might have a Vito's Twitter. Let me see.
Vito's Twitter.
I got a bunch.
Vito's Twitter. Vito being Vito on Twitter.
What happened to Vito's stock tips? I've been killing it.
Vito's
Really?
Twitter.
Palantir, baby.
Vito's Twitter. Vito being Vito on Twitter.
Hot tip Vito.
Really?
Day trader Vito. Always with the hot
Vito
stock
on
tip.
Twitter.
Actually, I think I told a bunch of people to buy cruise stock, and now
I saw that.
It's like in the toilet. It went right after they bought it. It was up to like 17, and then boo! Everything went down though. It's
Is
coming
that what
back.
you're doing? Day trading
It's coming
and stuff?
back.
On...
I'm not day trading. I invest in the long term. I've just been adding
Oh,
to
yeah?
my positions.
And
Do you know Palantir, that AI company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The War AI company?
Yeah, they're.
A lot of that.
I don't know if I'm allowed. Is this insider trading?
You don't know shit. What do you mean insider trading? You don't know fucking anything.
Some army guy was like, "Listen,
Some fucking army guy? Vito, you gotta buy Palantir. We're going to war.
well, it's not that we're going to war. It's more that it's just like it's showing up everywhere."
What
AI,
army guy
man.
told you that?
Okay,
What,
AI
you think you're gonna get busted by the SEC for insider trading?
No, I know. I'm saying all this AI stuff, though. The more I play with AI, the more I'm just convinced that like
Yeah.
it's going to be running our entire society.
Yeah. You
So-
mean openly? Because the government's had it for a while.
Yeah, sure.
It's just cheap
Good
for
point.
us now.
So basically, like Microsoft, I bought a shit ton of Microsoft.
Oh, okay. This is the Vito on Twitter.
Okay, this I do. Why is everyone giving me shit for this? They're saying it supports your side, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because it's retarded.
It's not retarded. It's a perfect example.
Well, why is everyone giving you shit for it?
Because
then?
everyone in our audience is a moron except me. Remember when I made that overlay and you still won't put it in here?
Where
no
is
matter
it?
how many times I fucking email
Where is
it
it?
to
Hold
you.
on. No, it's somewhere. I just lost it, man. God, sorry. Sorry I didn't use your precious overlay.
It organizes the thing so you don't have to like move windows.
Well, I
and
forgot.
constantly
Where
be...
is it? That says overlays right there. Is it
There you
this
go.
one?
The two one. That
This one?
Yes.
This one?
No.
Wow! Wow!
That's helpful.
That looks fucking amazing now.
Now you can make both our
Whoa.
boxes. See how my box is smaller than your box?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we can be the same size.
All right. So let's
That's
get
literally
back to-
infinitely better. You're welcome.
Let's get back to
Vito's Twitter.
the Twitter at hand.
Okay.
You said, "Why would anyone poison kids?" You
That's
said.
your quote.
That's me. That's my quote.
Why would anyone do that?
See, I remember why we stopped doing this because you play with stuff and it moves the mouse, so then I
Okay.
can't control
I'll
it.
put the mouse here.
Why would anyone poison kids? And then this says, in 2008, a Chinese milk company intentionally tainted baby formula powder so they could pass quality control tests. At least 6 infants died and hundreds of thousands of more got sick. This is milk producer and trader Geng Jiping. Is it Genji Ping begging or is he begging?
I think he is currently begging right there.
Genji Ping begging for forgiveness during his trial. He was executed in 2009.
Yes.
So it's the regular. So this is an argument that you think
is an argument for
regulating.
Yeah.
So then I assume that they did not have regulations when he did the poisoning. Then
no, I assume they did have regulations, which is
they
why
did.
What he did was illegal.
No, murder was already illegal.
But but if murder's illegal through the sale of a product, it's not.
Yeah.
You can say
you killed a bunch of people. Yeah, we're gonna kill you. Oh, what? All I did was put lead in the milk, though.
Well, yeah, that would be the argument because it's like, well, it's not illegal to sell lead milk. That's not against the law.
No, negligence is like if you leave a big hole in your yard and somebody falls into it, you're going to jail.
I think that it's useful to have laws that say, hey, if you put poison in
but they had that law
form.
Here.
Right.
They had the law, right? And it didn't it didn't stop it.
So you're okay, I'm not arguing for pre-crime, okay? I'm not arguing for 3 guys in a fucking water tank to predict
I just want to know why you thought this was a gotcha.
Build a fucking Jewish dance hall incorrectly and everyone's going to... We have business regulations so that you build things right and you make products safely and don't fuck up and make things out of pasteboard and kill everybody.
Okay, so I just want to know why did he put... It's a weird thing to do to put poison in milk.
To pass a quality control test? Yeah, I don't understand. I'd have to look up the actual story.
Well, it turns out there was a regulation on milk.
Yeah.
So that it had to... The government regulated it and said it had to have this much protein in it.
So he was making the protein.
He was putting it in the milk to meet the government regulations.
Okay, that's still not an argument against regulations. Someone deliberately skirting the law to avoid a regulation.
Skirting the law, he's breaking the law.
Yeah, he is breaking the regulation.
He's got all this good milk.
It's not good milk. You don't know that it was good
before he put a bunch
How
of
do you know
fucking
it was good?
melamine
It was
in
probably bullshit milk.
Because milk comes good. It comes out of the fucking cow good.
Maybe it was okay.
And only 6 people got killed out of hundreds of thousands.
I like
of
that
milks.
your argument is that milk was probably good and he had to make it poison.
Well, did they die from poison or from bad milk? You don't usually die from bad milk because you go, whoa, that's bad. Like all milk goes bad and people don't die from it because they can tell. They can't tell what a chemical is in it.
You are twisting this in the stupidest fucking way. Okay?
Would they all be dead?
When I buy a house, I want to make sure the house is made out of lumber and not...
Well, you want to make sure it has like a sewer, right?
Yeah, I do want to make sure it has a sewer.
And then,
Okay, again,
somehow...
your argument is that people avoiding regulations is not an argument against regulations. It's an argument for stricter regulation checks and safety inspectors and whatever else.
So would this have happened if there wasn't that quality regulation on the milk?
I don't know, sir.
No,
I
obviously.
assume.
The answer's no.
You don't know that.
He would have just added goo to his milk for fun?
He would have found a way to make milk. The way he was supposed to make this happen was to produce milk that met whatever regulatory standards the government decided.
The Chinese government.
The Chinese government.
All right.
I got to support this guy's right to sell shit milk. No, you got to make decent milk if you want to sell it.
It's just like milk. You buy it and you're like, there's not any kind of goofy chemicals in this milk, is there?
Look,
and he's
man,
like, well, I can't say yes because that's illegal, but I can't sell it unless it has this protein in it.
Next week, I'm going to bring in whatever the fucking actual story is, and we'll go through it.
That is the story.
No, you ambush me with these things where you go,
You fucking called me out.
Actually, he had perfectly good... In fact, his milk was incredible, and the government made him turn it into poison.
Does this look like a man who has bad milk? You're telling me, look, he's got a snappy vest here.
I can't tell the difference between
You got
them.
2 guys holding him down? What's going on in court in China?
Well, have you ever seen Chinese court proceedings? They're hilarious.
No.
They just walk you in and they go, did you sell drugs? And you're like, yeah. And they're like, all right, shoot him in the head.
Guilty.
Yeah, it takes 2 seconds.
How did they end up with this green chairs? Ours are like blue or tan. And theirs are green.
I don't know. Maybe they thought it would look good on film.
Okay.
So you're the winner.
Of that argument, yes.
No. No. You're the
my
winner of
problem
the last
is tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
Do you know what that is?
I do.
It is a ringing, a persistent ringing
Yeah.
in your ears. Like, right after you get out of a rock concert,
We haven't done this
like a
problem
dog
before.
whistle. We have?
No, I'm saying have we?
I don't know. Why are you asking that?
I think we haven't.
Oh, we have?
No, I'm
Have
saying
we?
I think we have not, but for some reason
You think we did it before?
it might just be my persistent interest in tinnitus.
Why do you have a persistent interest in tinnitus?
Because it's horrifying.
Oh, that's why?
Yeah. I think we haven't done it.
I don't think so.
No, we haven't done it.
No.
I guess maybe just I have tinnitus on the brain.
So I have.
You did earworms.
Mine hasn't gone away
That's
for
similar.
about 9 days.
Where did you go to obtain tinnitus?
Just live. I played piano for 25 years. It's shredded.
What do you mean it hasn't gone away for 9 days?
It's been.
It's
straight.
been. Sorry, anytime somebody says that.
I'm sailing away.
So somehow you don't know what
You
caused.
can't it's hard to describe the noise to people because it's not like a note that you hear or make. It's like if a broken appliance is plugged in somewhere in your house and you can hear that electricity hum.
It's a high-pitched
high
whine.
pitch hurts.
Yeah.
Maybe I could find it with an oscilloscope or a tool or something. It never goes away. You can't plug your ears because it's in your brain because your hairs are malfunctioning.
Yeah.
And I think if I have to do this for another couple months or years, I'm gonna blow my fucking
You can say brains.
brains. Can you?
You can say. I think you can threaten to kill yourself.
I
on
don't think you
YouTube.
can do
Maybe
that.
you can't. Say in Minecraft. Say your player avatar.
I will blow my me's head off
Yeah.
in my.
I'm gonna play Modern Warfare 3 and throw a grenade at my feet.
I'm gonna kick my toe right against my bed on purpose in the dark in the middle of the night.
Well, I remember reading some stories of there was one man who went to a rock concert and he stood too close to the speakers.
Just once?
Yeah. Well, he said it was just this one thing, and he developed tinnitus, and it sent him into a terrible depression where he's like, all I had to do was not stand next to the speakers, and now this horrible noise in my head. And then he wrote a letter to his family, and he said, I just can't do it anymore. And he did end up Minecrafting himself.
Here, I got an interesting stats on that. 20.1% of tinnitus patients reported having suicidal thoughts. It's 1 in 5.
That's not high enough.
No, that seems like normal.
I feel like the normal rate is higher than that.
Yeah.
I had suicidal
What are you
thoughts
guys
yesterday.
thinking
Come
about
on.
all the time?
Just for fun.
Thinking about The Office. That's the difference with a normal person. Just replace anything thinking about The Office with suicide. Compared to 12.2% without tinnitus.
So it's just an 8% jump. I mean, that's
Well,
significant, I suppose.
About double.
Yeah.
Suicide
say, though.
attempts were 1.2 compared to 0.6, so double the suicide.
Wow.
Also, It's pretty
Going
good.
for it.
We're giving the T crew a run for their money.
The T crew, Jesus Christ.
I forgot which one was the slur. Like, is it? That's
You're talking about low testosterone men, of course. The T crew.
Yeah. This study gave concrete evidence between tinnitus and suicide. Blah 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 blah.
Do you know who is a famous sufferer of tinnitus?
Hitler.
Is that true?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
The correct answer was William Shatner, who on the set of Star Trek, an explosion went off next to him, and he developed a horrible case of tinnitus, and he's actually, I believe, a spokesperson for the National Tinnitus Council.
Really?
And that sounds like one of those things I made up as like a goof, but that's actually true.
I need to fact check that.
Because I make up a lot of shit on this show, and I'm like,
Shatner.
that sounds fake as hell.
Yeah.
Shatner tinnitus. Look, he's always talking about it. Look,
speaks about tinnitus,
American
yeah.
Tinnitus Association. Click on that Eon. Let
I
me.
thought I was in a bad mood before, but my
Now you're
mood
a Shatner.
has really fallen off a fucking cliff. What do you want me to click
Hit
on?
that E online. It's only 52 seconds. I want to hear how Shatner deals with tinnitus.
Okay.
Well, maybe it'll give you some ideas for how to live with your
can't.
tinnitus.
Deal with it.
I think they have some new
No,
treatments.
they don't.
When it happens, is it something you feel, you realize it, or you start to hear this, and then for weeks you're like, what is this? What is this? And then you have
exactly
to go.
right. I was on the beach, and there's a vivid moment. And you know how the waves go out?
You know
Wave
what? You
coming
know why he's
down.
able to live with it?
Why?
Because he killed his wife.
Wait,
right?
did Shatner's wife die?
She drowned or something in a pool.
It's always a drowning with these guys.
And he watched it. He was on the side of the pool kicking her fingers
Yeah.
off until she got tired, I think.
I think that Phil Collins song is about him.
Which one?
The one, I remember when you were drowning.
Really?
Do you know that? No, it's not. But do you know that famous Phil Collins "In the Air Tonight"? The
I only know Peter Gabriel. I don't know any Phil Collins.
I can feel it calling in the air tonight. You don't know that song?
No. I know da 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 da.
You definitely know that. Okay, I know. Yeah,
Shock the
Sledgehammer.
monkey
I know
like that.
Okay.
Da, 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 ba, ba, bow.
The
I
urban
don't know any
myth, for
fucking
some
Phil
reason,
Collins.
was that Phil Collins watched a guy who didn't jump in to save somebody else who was drowning, and then invited him to the concert and sang that song for the first time to get that guy. And you're like, that's the stupidest, most obviously fake story I've ever heard.
Man, boomers, they made up some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Their memes were stupid.
Did you know there's
The
a
boomer meme
munchkin
is like-
in the back of Wizard of Oz that's hanging?
Yeah,
he
it's
hung
hanging.
himself, and you're
dude,
like, okay.
cool. You know, they say with an A, and the other way to say it is like ER. Like, yeah, okay, cool meme. Thanks.
I am more surprised that you don't know "Calling in the Air Tonight"
No.
than your stupid tinnitus thing. Let me hear one of the rest. I want to hear what Shatner. Come on, it's only a
And then it
minute.
goes out.
Is that what you're
You're like Mr.
experiencing?
YouTube
Also, I kept
guy.
hearing this,
YouTube videos.
even though there was another wave coming. That's how I discovered and it started, and I went to the doctor, said, will it get worse? And he said,
This is a bullshit.
it might not. But of course it does.
Oh my God! See, you're fucked. As you age,
Yeah,
it gets
I know.
worse. He
it's
says.
always been there. I've always been concerned about it, but now it's not going away.
Well,
And I
maybe you should
thought,
contact
fuck.
Mr. Shatner's American Tinnitus Association.
We can shoot each other. That'd be a nice way to go. Hey, what's up, Shatner? Is he dead?
Shatner's still alive. He went to space recently. Did you hear about that?
That was awesome. He totally backstabbed Bezos.
Wait, how? Because he said it was
He
really
came back
depressing
and
and
said it was
awful.
depressing. It's horrible.
Yeah.
This is all we have. Space sucks. Yes.
He went up there and he's like, I didn't feel any majesty at all. I just felt horribly
Sucks.
alone and realized we're
Terrifying.
trapped on
Cold.
this fucking rock.
Yeah. That was a top 10 anime betrayal.
I like Shatner. I know I'm supposed to not like him because he's kind of a dick, but I'm kind of
Why?
a dick as well. Why do I like Shatner?
No, are you not supposed to like him?
Famously, I think on the set of Star Trek, he was like a jerk or something.
Fuck those nerds.
George Takei
Spock
really hates
seems all
him. I
fucking
think George
smart.
Takei says he was like homophobic.
George
I'm like,
Takei belongs
yeah,
in a internment camp. He raped a guy.
he did
George
rape a
Takei
guy.
fucking
George
sexually
Takei is
molested
kind
a
of
guy
worse than Shatner.
younger than him. Shatner's never done that shit.
Shatner's also in that. He was a follower of that guy who's gonna make us all live forever. So Shatner would take like 100 supplement pills every day. There's some guy, and he made his dad into a robot. He's like an old guy, and he says we're all gonna live forever as robots. And he has like
Phil Collins.
Yeah, it was Phil Collins. I watched like the documentary about him, and yeah, Shatner and a bunch of other rich people all follow his shit. And they're like, yeah, I take 100 pills every day because I want to live forever. So Shatner's gonna get frozen.
Are you gonna get frozen? Would you get frozen?
Yes.
You would?
Yeah, Alcor, baby.
What's that?
That is the largest head freezing operation in the
Just your
domestic
head?
United States. Well, you can get the full body, but there's no point, and it costs way more money.
There's no point to either one.
Nah, they're gonna bring you back, and then you get to see the future.
Why would they do that?
I think
They
if
just
you
dump you in the trash.
No, you have to assume that in the future somebody. Imagine if we could bring back like a knight of the Crusades.
Yeah, but it's not going to be you. If they activate your brain, you're not going to be any kind of person in there still.
Well, what kind of person am I now? Who knows what's rattling around in here?
What if you come back? What if they wake you up in the future and everyone's fatter than hell? Like, huge.
So I'm gonna be
The skinny one.
Skinny one.
Yeah.
That would be a good
Then what?
movie. Fat guy freezes himself, comes back in the future, and everyone's like, "How are you so skinny?" And he's like, "Hey, kind of like this.
Yeah. All right, that's my problem.
All right, here comes my problem.
And if you have it, don't fucking don't tell me. Send me some sob story about your version of it. I don't want to hear it.
I think there are some sort of treatments now that you should look into.
Treat these nuts. Go to the Spearmint Rhino. That's my treatment.
Okay. So the inspiration for this problem was a man we've been talking about a lot. A man named Boogie2988.
Okay.
Who has been tweeting endlessly.
He's dating an 18-year-old girl, I hear.
Okay, well, that's a whole...
From Mudahar,
That's
I
a
heard
whole
it.
other story. This is a guy who has a documentary about him, and up until the release of the documentary, he was tweeting all sorts of things about how it was going to be the end of his career. You know?
Yeah.
I found this tweet responding to somebody asking him how much money he would make from the documentary. He says, "There's no revenue from the documentary. It is entirely free. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to hold myself accountable and show the world," this is Boogie, "how I destroyed my own life so they can do better than I did. It's my swan song." And then for some reason, he posted a screenshot of the definition of swan song. And I was like, I think everybody knows what a swan song is, dude. I didn't have to do it. But basically saying, the end. It's the end.
It's the end.
It's the end of my career. After
Guess
this,
I'll just die now.
I guess I'll just die now.
Guess I'll just die.
After this documentary comes out, everyone's going to find out how much I suck. Then
Maybe he's
yesterday,
going to restart his life as like El Bugarino and have like a mustache and stuff.
just make your stupid 18-year-old girlfriend start an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
It's free money.
Right.
It's the way. I mean, if I had an 18-year-old girlfriend
Who you could abuse,
who I could abuse
mercilessly,
and hold on to her
obviously.
ID for some reason, I think
She's
I don't think you're that
obviously-
many steps away from bullying her into an OnlyFans at that point.
You're obviously both trash asking to be abused, like with every fiber of your being, and no one will give it to you.
Might as well give it a shot. Boogie then, a couple days ago, says, "When I first watched this documentary, I thought to myself, it's over. Everyone will hate me after this. I was okay with it. But that's not what happened.
Yeah.
Instead, I saw so much love in response. Most of it is tough love, but so many of you still want to see me succeed. As we were filming that doc, I felt like I had given up." Can I get a Diet Coke?
Please.
Sorry, please.
Today, sorry, it's please.
I'm not good at pleasantries.
I know you texted me before you got here saying, "Not." What did you say?
Can I get a coffee?
No, you
not
said
to be
I don't.
retarded. Can
Not
I
to
get
be
a coffee?
retarded. You could just ask, like,
Yeah, but it's like,
may I
rude.
please?
It's rude to ask somebody to make you a thing.
saying not to be retarded does not make it not rude. We have etiquette and manners that make things not rude.
I guess I could say, "Hey, I would really appreciate. I'm a little low energy. Could you make me a coffee before I
Please.
get there, please?"
Absolutely.
Can I get a fucking coffee?
Not to be gay or retarded over here, but
Anyway, Boogie says, "Today I feel like trying again. My problem is fake retirements. Thank you.
oh yeah, like Michael Jordan.
Like everybody. It just goes on forever." I'm like, at this point, when somebody retires now and they're like young, especially when they're like a young guy,
Yeah.
I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know you're going to be back in like 2 seconds. I had a list of different ones, and I was surprised at how many there are across all
You don't have
genres.
Medicare on that list, do you?
I don't have Medicare, but I
Okay,
should.
because I thought you might. Because I would say that's out of line. You better
didn't
watch
put-
it if you
okay.
don't put him on.
That's
there.
a cancer thing. That's a little different. You
Yeah,
know?
he only came back for one stream.
He
and it
came
was
back
good.
for one stream. Fair
Why
enough.
don't you fucking put Medicare on there?
Elton John retires from touring in 1977, returns in 1979. Motley
AIDS.
Crue retires in 2015. Then their big biopic hits. They are thrust back in the spotlight, and God forbid they reunite in 2019. Kiss retires in 97, comes back in 2004, retires again in 2018. I'm sure they'll be back.
Yeah.
Ozzy 92, back in 95. Now he's finally retired in 23, but he's already talking again.
What about like Obama?
About coming
He
back.
retired and then he's like weighing in on stuff all the time.
That's a little different. What did he say? I retired from public life or retired from president stuff?
Should have been gone, man.
You don't retire from
guy
being
outta
president.
here.
You just can't be president anymore.
Dude, out of here.
It's not just
Send him to a gay
musicians,
bar.
Dick. The actor Daniel Day-Lewis, who famously retired in 97 after the movie The Boxer, came back in 2002 for Gangs of New York, and then retired again in 2017 after Phantom Thread.
He did?
Yeah.
He retired in 2002?
No, he retired in 2017. He came back in 2002.
That doesn't add up.
In 2000, all right, so he retired in 1997.
He did?
Yes.
After what?
The Boxer.
How old was he then? Like 30-something?
I mean, it's only 5 years later he came back for Gangs in New York, so that's not even really a
he
retirement.
retired from acting?
That's what he said.
Everything.
Came back, then in 2017 he retires again. Tarantino right now saying that this will be his final movie, The Movie Critic.
I kind of believe him.
I don't believe him at all.
I don't think he likes making movies. I think he just wants to run like a shitty, like, I think he wants to run a big auditorium where he wheels in a little AV cart.
He already does that.
Plays like a worse one.
You know he has that theater, right?
Yeah.
I haven't gone there in like 10 years. I should. I feel
The
bad.
Wembley? Is it the...
No, it's the New Beverly.
The New Beverly.
They like show cool movies on film, and I'm always like, man, I wish I left my house to do cool things.
I wish I was like a art aficionado.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Instead, I sit at home and I play Magic cards on the internet. I did see Enter the Void at that theater, and that was one of the most startling. Have you ever seen that movie?
Is it like a Evangelion kind of?
Well, it is set in
anime?
Japan, but no, it's made by. Shut up. If you've ever seen this Kanye music video,
How old are the people?
they're in their 20s.
Okay.
You would actually like that movie.
Into the Void?
Yeah. I think it's called Enter the Void.
Enter the Void.
It's all about a guy on a drug trip being... I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
It's about a drug trip. And the whole movie's first person, and it's fucked up.
Okay.
And it has the coolest credit sequence ever, which Kanye West famously just ripped off for one of his music videos.
It's cool, too.
All right. The one that is the most crazy, I think, is, speaking of anime, Hayao... Wait, how would you pronounce that? Hayao Miyazaki.
Oh, Miyazaki?
Miyazaki.
The Totoro guy?
The Totoro guy.
He retired?
He retired multiple times. He won't stop retiring.
Maybe it's cool, though.
No, this guy, I'm
hey,
like...
everybody, I'm fucking retiring.
Yeah, but you know, I mean...
Get it while it's hot. This is the last episode. I'm out.
Well, here's the thing: it's like bullshit marketing. Because then you're like, oh man, I got to go to this concert. I got to watch this movie. It's his last one.
Yeah, but
it's bullshit. You
got to be above
that. It's like a
that.
fake out.
You have to suppress that in yourself.
I bought the Guided by Voices farewell tour documentary, all about this is the last Guided by Voices show, and then they come back 10 years later. All right,
I haven't even watched that Norm stand up. The last one,
yeah.
Because I'm like, fuck you. I'm not watching it because it's the last.
He's gonna come back at any point.
Yeah, I'm sure you stashed another one up your ass or something that's gonna shoot out on Chris Farley's
every time,
death day
you know
something.
what? Every time they go, this is the last Beatles album. We found the last couple Beatles songs or whatever.
Yeah.
You saw they did another one like last month.
Yeah.
Oh, we found another one, and then everybody listened to it, and they're like, well, it kind of sucks.
Because it's not the 60s.
Yeah, and also, it's just been sitting around. It's probably a reason it didn't make it on an album. Point is, Miyazaki, 97, makes Princess Mononoke. He goes, I'm done making anime. 2001, he makes Spirited Away. He goes, I'm done making anime. 2013, he makes The Wind Rises. He goes, I'm done. It's all over.
Done.
And then this year, The Boy and the Heron will come out, which will be the last Miyazaki film
His
until
movies
he
get,
just makes another one.
Really, they get dumber and dumber. First, it was like, I'm a fucking monster living in a forest,
Princess
and all these
Mononoke.
kids are exploring. And now he's like, I'm an architect. I'm riding a wooden bicycle.
Are you talking about the one? Are you talking about The Wind Rises, the one where he makes airplanes? Did you see that one?
I don't know. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like The Wind Rises. The Wind Rises is funny because they were making it. Speaking of Evangelion, they were making it. They were bringing in all these Japanese voice actors, and they're all like way too animated. They're like, "Oh, the wind rises in a magic time" or whatever. And he's like, "I just need someone who's like a flat, boring, the most boring motherfucker who ever lived."
yeah.
And they're like, "What about?" And it's like he's like kind of like Anno, like the guy who directs Evangelion, who's like his buddy. And then he goes, "Let's just fucking get him." So they just got the guy who made Evangelion to just come in and go, "I like making airplanes. Airplanes are cool."
I thought the tinnitus was bad, but honestly, the listening about
To me,
anime,
talk about anime?
makes me more
I
suicidal.
love that story. You got to watch the Miyazaki documentary where he tells those guys who are making like an AI animation. Have you seen that famous clip?
No.
They're like, we've taught this thing. It's like this creature, and it moves through AI, and it's learning how to crawl. We think this could be the future of 3D animation. Is something like this, maybe for like a creepy zombie movie or something. And Miyazaki just looks at them and he's like, "You men have no souls. This is an absolute disgrace to my industry."
What a fucker. Fuck you. Get out of here.
He said,
the
this is the
bus
most
is a cat.
inhuman.
Wow. That's fucking
is a
crazy,
cat.
bro.
All that stuff's pretty good.
Parents are busy. Sorry.
It's got a style. Point is, and of course, I forgot this one. Tom Brady retires from the Patriots 2 months later. Signs with the Buccaneers. That's got to be the shortest fucking retirement ever.
That guy kisses his son on
That
the
guy
on
does
the mouth.
kiss his son on the mouth.
Pedophile.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say it. You said it.
Disneyland. When he says, I'm going to Disney, it's like a honeymoon for him.
Where are you going after the Super Bowl? Me
Come
and my
here.
son are going to go to Disneyland.
You remember how bad that was? Come on, that wasn't even a kiss, and his masseuse is there jacking him off. And he's
No,
like, yeah,
I
that
don't
wasn't
think
a
that's
kiss.
what happened. I don't.
That
think
is what
that's-
happened.
He said
"You
that's
called
not
that
a kiss. Is that
yeah.
what he said? I don't remember that.
Lay it
part.
on me.
I just saw the picture. Lay it on. He did not say lay it on
He
me.
did, I think. And he said, like, here, kiss my, if you don't want to kiss my mouth, kiss my hand that I'm talking
Yeah.
with. And he's like, whoop, puts it down by his cock.
Told his son, he's like, I like when you call me daddy. Say daddy. All right, well, this show's going off the fucking rails. The point is, Boogie, you said it was over. I think you lied. I think you knew that you were preparing for a second act.
Boogie's such a fucking lying control freak. Like, the way he got in front of that, the way he manipulated the director to make it like a
Puff piece.
feel sorry for me puff piece.
Yeah.
And like secretly also sabotage, like tried to be this character that the director didn't even notice that he was like being this Boogie character. Like, I'm gonna go for a job. Oh, hey, like,
Yeah, you know that, and he even said himself, like, oh yeah, during that job thing, I was just like goofing around or whatever with the lady or whatever.
yeah, I mean,
I'm like,
kind of.
Okay,
Like,
so which
I
part
think
of this
you're
is
too
real?
good to feel like you should get a job, though. Like, that's what I think that's where that. I don't think it's a goof. I think you just think you're better than that, right? I mean, that's what I think.
Boogie is an excellent, well, not excellent because it's so transparent, but he is a serial
Liar.
emotional manipulator.
I hope he doesn't have insurance.
Like when
on
I
his
say
house and
I'm
a
going to kill
tornado
myself
gets
if you
it.
don't buy my comic book, like that's for real,
Yeah.
But he would say that as like a, just a shady way to get support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to retire after this comic?
I think after one comic, I'm done.
You're done?
I think I've hit my heights. No, it's going to be great. We're going to do a million of them.
You don't want to overload the.
I don't want
oversaturate
to
the
overload you
market
guys
like
with too
Eric.
much, and there's a lot of comics coming out that other people, go read Alpha Core. You'll probably enjoy that better.
I was.
Alpha Core looks like shit. How do you design a team of Green Lantern guys and not give them like a cool emblem that they all wear, right?
How do you combine the Justice League and the Green Lantern Corps
Yeah.
and make them obvious bad guys, and then it's just like some stupid Texan hillbilly
Yes.
and a spicy Latina and like a
guy
generic cop?
in a motorcycle helmet with a green jacket and green pants. And I'm like, can you at least put like a big A on their costume or something? Like anything that makes these like emblematic superheroes that you want to buy merchandise. Like
I was way more into it when I thought they were bad cops. Like, I'm like, oh yeah,
these
those are like
evil,
bad
fucked
cops.
up, corrupt cops, which
This is
they
like
look
the-
like. They
this is-
look like
yeah.
assholes.
This is like the Yang to the
And they're
libertarian
cops, so they
paradise.
are assholes, right?
Yeah. They're obvious cops. They fucking they enter and they're looking down. They code like bad guys.
Yes,
Everything
they
they're doing is
absolutely
bad
code
guys.
Like bad guys. It's absolutely low shot. You're right. Isn't Eric supposed to hate the cops as a libertarian?
Well, the problem is Eric's retarded, so he doesn't understand.
Fake libertarians, I think people should vote up. Like,
yeah.
Maybe because they're like better than regular cops. The Isom comic really seems to think that cops are good guys, though. There's no like corrupt cops in that. If anything, a guy just trying to live by the libertarian ideal of having a private business and selling
Yeah.
drugs to the community is being unfairly chased down by the evil Isom.
Do you think that Eric July has internalized his Buck has been broken by the cops, like that he's internalized the parenting of the police as his own father because he didn't have a father, so that being disciplined by the police, that's why he's always acting
Right.
out as a gangbanger doing crimes to get attention from the father, which is the police.
No,
Figure.
I think it's far simpler than that.
Oh, okay.
I think he just realizes that right-wing people play into propaganda bullshit and Blue Lives Matter. So
See, my
he has
racism
to
is
love
like
the cops.
refined,
Yeah.
and complex.
got, like,
and
a
yours is like black people in the drive-through. Am I right?
I'm not racist. Everybody was mad at you for some on the biggest problem review of the Marvels, where you said Muslim is not a race, which is correct, but then you said Mexican is a race.
Yes.
And there's a bunch of comments saying Mexican isn't a race.
It's a race.
Well, what do they mean?
Chicano.
Hispanic is a race? Is that what they mean?
Not really.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go find somebody from Ecuador and tell them that they're the same race as Mexicans.
I don't know
Have
why
fun with
there was
that.
multiple comments, and they all said you were racist. And I was like, well, Dick is Mexican, so
I can be racist.
Hey,
It's
you're
fine.
allowed to say whatever you want. My problem, Dick, again, is fake retirements, and also how did the Alpha Corps not have like an emblem? Like that's obvious. You got to give them like a cool logo. When I buy a Green Lantern shirt with just the Green Lantern logo on it, it's like cool, right? It's like, it's the Green Lantern symbol. Like it's iconic. Superman has the Superman symbol.
It's a paramilitary group. Don't they have like a challenge coin, a flag?
Yeah, exactly, like a patch. They could have a patch on the arm.
Military groups wear it.
Same with Isom. The only identifying emblem is that he has a cross on his dick. You're like, I think you're doing superheroes wrong.
Wouldn't the tailor say something?
You want to put this up on the screen?
Yeah. We have to watch this trailer.
All right,
it's so bad.
Let's do it.
Then I'll do my other problem.
I haven't watched the full trailer yet. I've just watched
you
the teaser.
haven't?
No.
Okay.
I like to be surprised.
So what's
They look okay.
What's
Who's
Vincent
drawing all
Price's-
these things? When did that guy become black? Was that guy always black?
I don't know.
Wait, the guy with the helmet was he black? I remember him being white.
I don't know.
Did he
Let's see.
change him to black?
Let's see here.
Yeah, maybe I'm crazy. I mean, I guess he was wearing a helmet. I thought it was like I thought he was like Hispanic. That guy.
I thought they were all kind of tan. So,
She's got laser whips. The other guy's just like Superman.
she's Wonder Woman, but
And-
Mexican.
And the other guy, okay, so they have like kind of super suits, but again, the guy with the helmet is just wearing a jacket. I'm like, dude, you gotta give him something. He just has it. That's it. It's not even like a design.
Oh God, this is taking me back to in Maddox when we were working on that cartoon for
Yeah.
Fox. We're sitting around trying to come up with the characters, and we come up with like the guys that are based on us.
Sure.
And that was funny enough. But then we get to the girl, and he just starts going like, "Yeah, and she likes hot sauce. Like she really likes hot sauce." I'm like, "That's not a personality trait."
Yeah. What is
Like not
okay?
And
like
he's
a
like,
quirk.
"Yeah, and she likes like a big enchilada." I'm like, "What is this?
Was the
What
character
is this like a
Hispanic?
sexual thing?"
Or
No,
like,
it's a white girl. She's
a
like,
white
"Yeah, she
girl-
could really put down an like a big enchilada." I'm like, "Man, I don't know who this is for."
yeah.
But
Did you want like a comic routine where she's constantly eating for some reason?
that's what this guy reminds me of.
Yeah.
He's got a jacket.
He's got a
like
jacket.
green jacket.
I mean, it kind of just looks like a guy like putting on regular stuff anybody could own. So
And this weird chin strap hat. It's
Yeah.
not comfortable.
no. And I gotta say, if he is black, did you have to give him the really defined lips? You know,
Vito, that's
Well.
totally fine.
that's totally fine.
Do you notice anything about her?
What am I looking at? What?
Do you notice anything? Does anything jump out at you?
I mean, she's got nice looking tits.
Exactly. Nothing jumps out at you.
Yeah.
Imagine if it did. Imagine how much better.
You want the tits to be bigger?
Just imagine.
Okay.
Just imagine if you were like, whoa, wow.
They're well defined. They got a nice shadow under them. That clearly establishes that they're popping out a little bit.
But it took you like a while.
All right. Well, let me see this trailer. Maybe they look better in the trailer.
All right.
Alpha Core is here. It's time for the Alpha Core.
The
Click
Let's
the one
Go button
below
doesn't
it.
work.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
here we
half
go.
this website's broken. In Floor Spark, Texas.
Floor Spark can be an unpredictable city. But fluency doesn't mitigate its problems.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
Fluency doesn't mitigate its problems?
Affluency.
Affluency. Okay.
Affluency, yeah.
So this guy's got a fancy way of talking for some reason.
No, the voice actor just didn't know how to say that word.
Oh, he said it in...
Affluency.
Yeah.
Is not correct.
I didn't hear him say it the first time.
All right.
In some ways, it amplifies them.
The mix is really bad.
This is why we're deployed. We've seen better days.
Oh my God! Ooh, you missed. The Guyver trailer or an Albacore trailer? Guyver's winning.
Eric's gotten so many miles out of that one fight.
Yeah, from the original thing. How many pages was this even in Isom 1? Was it like 5 pages?
2 pages or something.
Yeah.
So then he looks like a fucking bad guy when he comes out, and he's holding her. This is a very inappropriate way to hold somebody on the job.
And they all look evil.
Yeah.
They're literally fighting a blonde white woman, which is the most easy way to establish a villain in like any movie or TV
looks like
show.
she's on her way home from the gym, right? Like Men in Black
It's the regular
style.
way. And these awful cops. You know, you bring up a good point, though, is like, could he not have written like a new script for this, like new stuff that they're doing? He has to go back.
Yeah, exactly.
1. But you know why he's doing that is because he wants to present this to investors as we got to make the Isom animation.
Do you think I should make an Isom porn?
No.
Parody porn?
Why?
Because it's funny.
Is it?
Isom, I suck off men. Porn parody. Isom porn parody. I suck off men.
I think it's getting a little too involved. I think the amount of effort.
I'll do it.
I think the amount of effort that would take would go nuts.
So you're saying
Ask the poll.
Wouldn't be funny if I made an Isom parody porno?
I think it's one of those situations where there's not enough people who would understand it, you know?
I only care about my the audience.
If you're making it for the audience, sure. It just seems like I'm not wasting effort on this audience.
Where he comes in and
These slovenly mubs. He
sucks
comes
off
in.
Darren, obviously.
If you made it like a 10-minute like OnlyFans
Yeah,
clip,
yeah.
okay, like
Yeah.
a quick, easy
Boom,
thing.
boom, boom,
Hire
yeah.
2 black guys to fuck each other.
could be any race. As
Have
long as
one of
they're
them
doing
come in a
blackface.
helmet and a green jacket. Have the other one come in with a
He
big
could,
cross
he
on
could
his
go
dick.
down on his niece. I could put that scene in there
Well,
where he goes
don't
to
do
his
that.
sister's
That-
house and
stop
talk. That should be
that.
an adult woman.
An adult. Okay.
But we would know.
Okay. Here's the only scene.
And then he fucks Santuan, or he gets.
See, now it's
fucked
getting
by
too elaborate.
Santuan.
You get one scene.
3. I get 3 scenes. Double up.
The only scene I want is he goes. I don't know. He's got to have a line, something like. Well,
And then Blood Ruth comes in and sprays period.
Well, he should fuck Blood Ruth, and it should end with blood just squirting out of her vagina everywhere, and it looks like fucking Carrie.
Yeah.
You just need one shot where he's got his crotch zipper, and it's got a big cross on it.
Yeah.
And he unzips the cross, and a dick just flops out. And
Small,
then,
though. It's got to be
small
a
little-
black guy with a small dick.
Well,
Because he just sucks guys off.
Yeah. You're going to have to get a white stand-in for that.
And then his niece is a trans woman, so he sucks her off, too.
Well.
That's funny. That's funny. You thought the grave shit was bad? See?
There's so many other places to take it.
It's just money. It's just money that I need to do these plans. That's it. That's
I mean,
nothing.
maybe you'll be the first guy out there, you know? Because, you know, once Isom takes off and it's a huge global success,
Yeah. I wanna be on the
nobody
ground
else can make the
floor.
porn parody because it's already done. What else happens in this? Okay, so these clearly evil-looking guys are
Yeah.
beating up a poor defenseless blonde lady.
Yeah.
And floating. They can all fly. How can they all fly, but Isom can't?
Then why are we just now debriefing?
This mission is not complete.
I only know of her. Our lack of data collection is a problem.
Valdez, I'm aware of your
It's literally
investigative
the-
talents.
Wait, it just is the dialogue from the comic? He couldn't come up with any like new exciting lines that build upon
Like a trailer.
this
Like you'd
universe.
see in a trailer.
Yeah. Does this guy just like if I was gonna make a trailer, I'd write like cool new lines and stuff. It's like, you know, interesting way to explore this universe. Not a lady complaining about data collection, which was like one of the worst lines from Isom. We really got to work on our data collection. That
Valdez,
famous line
I'm
from
well
Isom
aware
too.
of your data
I'm well aware
collection.
of your data collection. Who's writing this? I don't think if
retard.
Eric's writing this, then I have no idea.
I bet my porn parody will have better writing.
It probably will.
I'll write the shit out of that.
We really
Oh,
need
man.
to work on our
the
data
niece scene,
yeah.
the trans niece. That's so funny. Come on.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
He comes in. Isom.
I got
comes
there
in,
already.
he's
I know.
like,
All right. I
Yo,
got
your
it.
mom said that you was having some trouble since your dad left.
Okay. Oh, I understand the concept.
What are you gonna do, Isom? You just suck off men. Well, in your case, I'll make an exception.
Yeah, make an exception for you, my trans niece. She could have
no,
a big...
he can't say knees. It has to be just
Right, it could be incest.
It
could be adult incest
about that stuff.
Oh, is it hard to sell?
Yeah, a little bit.
Has it gotten sketchy?
I don't know.
The overpopularity of incest porn. Vote it up.
Because a stepson you
All
can
right,
do.
I got it. I want to.
I'm just saying, I know a lot about credit card processing and stuff. That's a big no-no.
Oh,
for them.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Braxwell spoke highly of you, and that's why you're...
Why does this little dickhead have his visor?
Yeah, he doesn't take that off back at the... Is he like Jordy?
Why don't you pop your shades off?
Is he blind without that?
on this team.
Did he tell this guy to sound like Optimus Prime?
I don't know.
Autobots, transform and roll out. Long
Is she
walking
like Kim
sequence
Possible?
of generic lady.
Local law enforcement handles itself very well.
That's Isom. It's not even Alpha Core. Okay, so he's definitely just...
What does this have to do with local law enforcement?
He's just trying to pitch a cartoon to the Daily Wire. Isn't Glenn Beck starting his own Daily Wire Plus type thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I know...
Now, after he becomes Jewish, right? Didn't he say he's going to become
Glenn
Jewish?
Beck is going to become Jewish?
Glenn Beck said he prayed to God that he would become Jewish.
Okay. Well, once he finishes that, I mean, he's starting a TV network, so he's already halfway to being Jewish. Here's what I think is the pretty obvious game plan: is that
This
Eric
shit's gonna
July
get
is
animated?
talking to Glenn Beck and saying, "Let me make a 6 animated or 4 episode animated series of my idiotic comic book for whatever stupid
I would
right wing
fucking love
television
that,
network
man.
you're putting together."
If this shit got turned into a cartoon,
See,
that'd
that's
be
what people
so
don't
funny.
understand is they're like, oh, that would make the haters so mad. I'm like, no,
I mean,
as I've said before, please keep
Make a
making comic
cartoon.
books. Please. It's fucking hilarious.
So this is law
Make a
enforcement
cartoon.
handling their own.
Yeah.
But there are those with abilities. Some believe themselves to be good. Others don't even attempt to act as if they are.
There's also the kick guys.
Either
Actually,
way,
it's just on track.
Okay.
we're involved.
Jacket, though. Lame guy.
Not everyone will agree with our status.
Huh.
Okay.
So that table was glued to the ground?
Is it a table or is it a pillar?
No, it's like a lab bench. It's a
Okay.
wooden... You're getting attacked by your enemy weapon guy. You're getting attacked by a magma monster. What's the first thing you'd use to defend
Wood,
yourself?
of course.
Wood.
That can be said for anything.
He's literally using it as a shield? Well,
He
let's
has
hope.
like a twink haircut. It's a
He
woke
does, the
haircut.
Alpha Core guy?
Little, like quail man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then is that...
May I remind you both, we're Alpha Core, and failure is not what we do.
And then
He's got the Marvel title logo with the
he's got
characters
Rippaverse
showing up.
Studios, but if you look closely, you can see that all the pictures are like stretched
Squished
out
Yeah.
because they don't fit.
Well, I'll say this. I mean, he paid a lot of money for this stupid thing. Looks good.
Yeah, looks cool.
Yeah. Hey, animators do good work. All Eric has to do is hire people who aren't him and also stop writing it and managing it in any way. And maybe
Yeah.
something will come of it.
Yeah, okay.
Find a guy who can write and put him in charge of the whole thing and then just walk away. And you might be okay.
That's cool.
And kill off Isom because he's the most boring fucking character that ever existed.
I suck off men.
Yeah,
That will be
I've
the
gotten
parody.
there.
That trans thing, man. People are gonna go, "What the fuck?" But he sucks
What
off.
do you need me to say? Do you need me to say this is the
Whoa!
greatest idea you ever had?
It's a good idea. It's
It's
a
a
good
great
example of a
idea.
twist.
It's a great twist.
I'll be like the M. Night Shyamalan.
Why don't you do a
of
parody
porn.
comic book?
Nah, it's got to be way grosser than that.
All right, you're right. It's got to be actual fucking and sucking.
Okay, Backseat Murderers.
Okay.
That's my problem. So that guy, did you see that cool guy that shot those terrorists on the highway in Panama or something?
Yes, I did.
And everyone's like judging him. Like, oh, well, you know.
I don't know if that makes you a backseat murderer. You're saying if you were in that shoes, you would not have murdered?
Guys are like, oh, maybe you just get in a fight with him and punch him out. You don't got to kill somebody. It's like, oh, okay. Fucking Mr. Monday morning murderer over here.
Monday morning murderer.
Right? Where was it? Panama?
Yeah, but apparently he is an American.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
Business
That's
in your own hand.
the
77 years young.
Oof. They got to let him out for this.
They're not going to let him out.
Come on, look at all this backed up traffic, man.
I'm so glad that they got all this footage of it.
Look at this shit. All these semis.
Is this going to be one of those situations where if we watch news footage or a channel gets deleted for some reason?
Oh fuck, you're right. Sorry.
Isn't that?
You're right. Yeah, that's what happened to my other channel. Yeah.
Great. So we can't even talk about. Well, we can talk about it, but we're not allowed to look at it. Good old YouTube.
It's like people can't just have something nice. They got to ruin it and say like they could do it better. You know?
They could have handled those protesters.
Yeah. Oh well, you know, just because they're terrorizing people, just because they're holding everyone hostage, doesn't mean that they should. A brave man.
We should
them.
change the laws to make it a hostage situation if you're stuck in traffic.
It is.
It is.
100%.
I don't want to be here. I want to freely progress through the United States, as is my right as a citizen.
If this ever happens to me, I just want everybody to know.
Farmers market
This
terrorism.
is the move. If you're being held hostage by whatever kind of protest, it doesn't matter what protest they're doing. Could be any protest. If they're blocking the road, it's murder, felony, whatever.
Yeah.
It's the worst. It's evil. If I'm in that traffic, I will say I'm having a heart attack, no matter what. So if you get Gucci,
don't you have to fake a heart attack?
I've driven myself to the hospital thinking I was having a heart attack. I know how to do it.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, it doesn't just apply to what do you call it? It doesn't just apply to protesters. Anything that blocks off a street.
Take it. That's your mouse.
Okay. I was going to say this video should be one we bring up here.
Yeah.
How do I bring up a video?
Just click it. What are you dragging onto?
And then what do I switch over to?
I'll do it.
Tonight, new
Yeah, but we can't. No, we can't show this shit.
No, we can show it. He didn't kill anybody.
On the fuck. It doesn't matter. It's endangering people's lives.
I think this is different.
I'll show a little bit. Look, right there.
No, I think this is different.
Right there.
Because it doesn't hit anybody.
It's encouraging violence, though.
It's not encouraging violence. We're well, we are.
Yeah, I showed that guy. That guy who that teacher stole his Switch.
Yeah,
and he got it. Thank God.
Thank God stopped that thief.
And incapacitated her before the police could apprehend her.
Yes. And
I showed that, and I lost my channel for that.
Well, that was a good video of, again, a good Samaritan.
Nobody's perfect, all right?
A bunch of parade
the enemy
psychopaths
the
governed
enemy of
by
good
the state.
is perfect.
Yes.
So a guy goes and does a heroic thing. His intentions are heroic, and what he does is heroic. Don't shit on him because you think you could have done a slightly better job.
Now, every time one of these protesters wants to do a thing, they're going to think of like, well, what if a crazy old guy shows up?
What if Santa Claus appears?
Yeah, what if Santa Claus... I mean, we got to make this a thing. Like, next time you see those Just Stop Oil protesters, like, trying to tear down a painting, just cold cock them. What is that?
Jack off on him, or piss on him.
Yeah, piss on him.
I have to piss, and I'm so...
Oh
but
my
I
God!
want to know more about your cause.
Yeah, tell me about your cause while I just piss all over you.
I'm pissing! Someone stop! Help! This never happened to me before.
I don't know. Is it the bystander effect? People just will not do anything. It takes one brave man to step forward and do what needs to be done.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with this.
I mean, that guy's going to go to jail.
Oh, man.
They're not
that
going to
would
let him
suck.
out. I can already tell you that's what's going to happen.
We got to bust him out.
Something's wrong in America. You can't, well, it's not even America. Something's wrong. If it was, you know what? Isn't Panama like a communist country? It's the commies.
It's a worldwide issue.
Yeah.
People are blocking roads.
And finally, a strong American man went to this godless
He's a big guy.
country.
He's probably on
I don't think Panama's
testosterone.
communist. I don't know what they are.
No, I don't think
He went to this godless society that worships golden idols and sacrifices children, and he said,
Yeah.
no more. There will be...
He's like, fuck it. Fuck you.
Well, don't you always have that, like, you know, what age would you have to be to just go, I mean, I'm old enough. I don't got that much time left.
Probably like 35.
Time to climb a clock tower and see what happens. You know? Why not?
No, clock tower is different.
Clock tower is a different scenario.
Yeah, this is fine.
You can't go into a dormitory full of nurses and just start strangling them.
No.
Who was that guy? That was an old guy, though.
I don't know. I try not to learn anything about serial killers. I don't want people to get the wrong idea.
That's what made that other guy into a serial killer. I think that guy, I think Gacy, maybe it was Gacy. No, Dahmer? One of them, his mom was a nurse.
Oh.
And his mom...
Ted Bundy.
And then after all these nurses got killed by a different serial killer, that made his nurse mom crazy and abused him because she hated men. And then that guy became a serial killer because of that.
It's all because of women. My point is...
There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes.
Yeah, you would have murdered him differently. I get it. You would have gotten a fight, or you would have, like, you know, it's human life's you would have had, like, an argument with him until he died or something. Fuck off. God. You fixed the problem. Stop worrying about
I'm just thinking about a related problem. I don't know if I want to bring it up because it would take too long.
Okay, what's yours?
I've been getting lectures on Kyle Rittenhouse again, but I won't.
There's another one that everyone was trying to backseat murder.
Yeah,
like, those were great murders, man.
Yeah, there weren't murders
I'm in the drop
Rittenhouse case.
Done.
That was a self-defense situation.
Who cares?
And maybe this was a self-defense situation.
Again,
I don't want to get into Kyle Rittenhouse. So instead, I will get into a problem I call unqualified applicants.
Okay.
This is when I, as a employer of men, who reaches out to creatives who could potentially assist me, I go, hey, I need like a video. I'm looking for video editors, right?
Is this about Tony from Hack the Movies?
This is not about Tony from Hack the Movies. I don't know why you assume that.
I'm so curious.
I love Tony. Tony told me I was big leaguing him today. I'm like, I was just fucking around. He's like, you got to work harder on your YouTube channel. I'm like, oh, my YouTube channel where I shit out a video about Brie Larson in 2 seconds, and you got to work like hard on your video to get half the views. That's funny.
If
it's
only
like
you guys
life is
were
punishing
like
you.
in the mob. It's like two fat Italian guys.
I love
like,
Tony.
Hey!
Me and Tony should be podcasting. We have a good.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it yet, over on the Hack the Movies channel, me and him watched Face Off, and it's a great video.
Oh, okay.
You should put that one on and listen to it. It's a good one.
Okay.
All right. So I go, hey, I need a video editor, and I get like 1 million DMs. Same with that thing where I said I want a writing partner. Okay, I get 1 million DMs from everybody.
How'd that go?
And I go, well, I don't want the writing partner thing. I'm still getting emails about it.
Yeah.
I don't read them at all because if I want a writing
what do you expect would happen?
I don't know, because I thought people would understand, intrinsically that I'm too good for them. No, that's the joke. With
You
the video,
think that, though?
With the video, no. I mean,
it's true.
I would want someone who has, again, unqualified applicants.
Yeah.
You got to come to me and you got to go, well, I've done this, I've published this, I've put out this. And there are a couple guys who have legitimate problems under their belt.
Right.
And there's other guys who go, I'd love to be your writing partner. And I go, oh, cool. Do you have like a background in comedy or, have you written anything? And they go, well, in high school, I took a creative writing class and I'd love to send you this book report on the wind in the willows, which I think really establishes what I can do. Or again, I went looking for a video editor, and I go, well, okay, have you ever done anything? Do you know?
Why'd you put it on Twitter?
Do you know After Effects? Do you use Adobe Premiere? Do you what do you edit in? And they go, well, I edit in iMovie. I'm very good at putting up the iMovie titles. Here's my what do you call it? Here's my freshman high school, me and my buddies playing Minecraft together. And if you want to watch that, I edited in a lot of sound effects. Whenever we die, there's like an explosion on the screen. I'm like, okay, well, it's not exactly what I was looking for. Or you just get guys who go, I go, well, do you edit video? What do you edit in? And they go, well, I haven't ever done it before.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to learn.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I go, did you think when I said I needed a video editor that I meant I was offering free video editing classes for you?
Well, yeah, but it's because you're cheap. Like, you don't want to go on like a freelance site and hire somebody with qualifications. You want to like get free help from like a fan.
No, I pay everybody. And second of
not
all,
like peanuts.
I pay people better than you do.
I don't have video editors.
No, but you have like freelance people do stuff.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You're the one causing talking shit at me.
Who do I have? Who do you know that I have freelance relationships with?
I don't know.
Who am I paying for freelancing?
Well, there you go. You're not paying anybody for freelancing. What'd you pay?
quite a
What'd you pay
serious
Mint
charge.
for those incredible posters?
I don't remember. I don't
probably not
remember. That
enough.
was Carl's. That was
Carl's deal?
decision. So that was up to him.
What do you call it? I pay people. I mean, I wish I could pay them more, but honestly, the videos, you know.
Me too. God, if I could only pay people more, but mine is so tight.
The video only makes $1,000. What am I going to give them?
Yeah.
Give them, a couple hundred, but.
What are you editing?
Well, because
Something about like Star Wars. and
like
stuff?
a lot of my Star Wars videos, I've had like some help. Some of the big, not the two biggest ones, but like some of the littler ones.
Yeah.
I've reached out to people and had them edit chapters. I'm finally going to finish my big Ghostbusters review, which is where this debacle started. Because for some reason in my head, I'm like, well, clearly, if anyone reaches out to me as a video editor, they must know kind of what they're doing, right? So I would just send them a portion of voiceover, and I'd go, well, just do the best you can, and then send it to me, and I'll, fix it up or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That was a mistake. That was a
What'd you
nightmare. I got back shit where they'd just be like, I didn't do these 2 minutes. I'm like, oh, well, why not? And they're like, I just couldn't think of what to put there. And I'm like, all right, well, it's kind of an important part of the editing process is figuring out what to put there. Or I'd be like, I was like, here is an HD rip of the movie. Use this for the clips, like pull from this.
Yeah.
And then they'd send it in, and I'm like, why is this 480p resolution? They're like, well, I got all the clips off YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm like,
fine.
instead of just ripping it from the movie directly.
Some people can't tell.
Some people can't tell. It
She's
actually
like
drives
that.
me
My girlfriend's
nuts.
like that.
Yeah.
She rents everything in SD because it's cheaper.
Right.
I'm like, it looks like shit.
It looks terrible. Yeah.
What?
Especially with, again, I'm doing these video essays. I'm like, I want it to look HD. I don't want to be one of these guys using like shitty footage.
Yeah.
Look, you've never had any unqualified applicants in your life? You run projects.
Yeah. Yeah, not to this degree though. I'm not always trying to get shit for free though. Like
I
you.
am not trying to get shit for free. I pay all these
you're
people.
trying to get like writing partners and stuff for free.
Okay,
like,
if
you're
it's
like, oh, if only the right guy will come to me.
If
I
you're
sit
a writing
here.
partner, the idea is it would be a 50-50 split, I assume, if we get any projects made.
Yeah, but it's like a weird way to go about it.
I said I need a writing partner. It didn't mean I'm taking applications for a writing partner. It's
Then
just
what was
been,
it the point of it?
You know, if you say I need a house painter,
Oh,
it
I
doesn't
really
mean,
like lunch, and then like, why is everyone giving me suggestions for lunch? What the fuck?
If I said, man, I really need to find a house painter,
You'd get a bunch of suggestions.
yeah, but I wouldn't get a bunch of guys on Twitter going, hey, can I come paint your house?
I guess
You might
not.
get someone
Yeah.
reaching out and being like, hey, if you're actually trying to get your house painted, here's a good place you could go to.
It's me.
Yeah, well, maybe it would be. Maybe it is a local contractor.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying. Unqualified. Look, and I'm, some people who have sent me messages, you probably are qualified. And honestly, there's been some guys who reached out. I'm like, maybe I could work with a guy like this. I don't know.
So everyone send Vito a message.
I've got like
To
a
be an
million.
editor,
I've got like a
like-
million of them.
Like a joke message, whatever. Or lie. Say you're overqualified. You worked for like Industrial Light and Magic for 10 years.
Yeah, say you wrote on all the Star Wars
And then
things.
send him back shit. Like lead him on for the whole like interview thing, whatever you're doing.
Let me see if any of these. Okay. Well, that one's not funny.
All I hear is,
What a great bit. What a great bit I'm doing here. Fill in time while I look for this. There was a funny one.
do you make them do like tryouts?
Yeah, actually, for the video editing, now I do.
Oh, you do?
Now I send them.
You're big league in everybody. Tony was right. Tony from Hack the
Well, I
Movies
feel
was right.
bad making somebody do a thing, but honestly, it's like I can't. If you haven't made a video essay before, I have to be like, look. And that's the reason when I don't go to like a Fiverr site is I want people who've watched my videos before and like understand them and know the style. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I just want to take advantage of everyone.
That sounds like it.
Okay.
You got to ask him. You got to ask him to rate their abilities on a scale of 1 to 10, and then you have a number in your head, and if they guess that number, they're in.
You know what? I'm not going to humiliate any of these people, but I love them all.
Why? What was it?
I don't know. They're linking. Some guy linked me to his Spotify. How does that help me? What did you write
Let's
on
see.
Spotify?
Maybe it's a podcast where he talks.
I
about
think that's a guy
editing.
who actually has edited for me before. He's a good guy.
Okay.
Point is,
not enough.
It's mostly.
free labor.
It's mostly. No, I paid all these people, except the ones who did the free test, which I know you're not supposed to do, but
you could do whatever you want.
You got to prove
as it
yourself.
turns out.
And I found some editors who are good through that process, but there was a lot of guys who, again, were like, I watch your videos. That's enough qualification. I'm like, no, you need. Again, if you're editing an iMovie, like, come on, you know, you're not a video.
What are you paying
editor.
these guys to edit one of your?
It's been so
films?
long since I had an editor that I don't
you can't
remember.
even like guess it. You can't even estimate it.
Well, I pay them by the length of the amount of voiceover they're doing.
Does that vary a lot? Like by 10?
It could be like a 5-minute clip or like a 12-minute clip, but I think it was like $20 per 1 minute of voiceover you edit.
So it could be like $100.
Yeah, if they do a 5-minute portion of the video, it's $100.
How long would that take them?
Longer than probably. I don't know. It depends.
Minimum wage are they making?
Probably.
6 hours?
Yeah, it sucks. It's shitty work. It's hobbyist work. But again, I don't make a lot of money. And I pay them a bonus if the video goes crazy. So like
you give them like a couple pins or something.
I send them more money if the video goes crazy. I think I even say it ahead of time. I say, look, I don't know if the video is going to perform, but if the video does well, I'll give you this bonus.
Going like,
I pay people really good. What is this I'm a cheapskate narrative?
I don't know. You're always asking for
You
free
sound
shit.
like Eric July's fan base. He goes, Vito isn't even paying his artist, and he's taking advantage, and his book has 3 less pages than Isom. Did you see the guy who was calculating the number of pages in my book times the amount that you pay for it? He's like, Eric's book is $35 for 96 pages. Vito's book is $25 for 56 pages.
Less value.
Means Eric's book
less value.
is 70 cents a page, and Vito's book is 85 cents a page.
That's how you measure toilet paper.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, yeah, but my book isn't a complete piece of fucking shit. So, and you get trading cards, which you don't get with Isom. He got really mad when I made that point. He's like, so you're saying the trading cards are worth how much? What do you value the trading cards at? I'm like, $1,000. You're getting $1,000 in value.
I can't believe how retarded those guys are.
They're fucking nuts. It's really weird. They think he's their dad. They're like all their profile. You think some of them are fake. I don't know.
The ones that are posting like all day and that will answer everything, those are fake.
I think they're
the ones
just
that are saying like
super autistic.
No, the guys who bought $900 worth of stuff and they're posting it and then they respond to everything. Those are fake. There are guys who are spending thousands of dollars on Isom shit, but they're not responding to everything.
I think the easiest explanation is that those guys have never gotten any Twitter engagement on anything else. So they're like, hey, people are responding to me, and I finally have something to do.
Maybe, but then what's their social media manager doing all day? Nothing.
Don't they have 2 social media managers?
Yeah, because they're being fake profiles on Twitter arguing with dickheads. And
it's possible. My problem is unqualified applicants.
Okay.
I didn't mean for it to only apply to me. I assumed Dick would be able to help me find some other examples, but instead the problem was nailed down to...
Yeah, but that's on you. You got to like learn how to weed them out. Because of course you're going to get people who are not qualified.
A lot of people, though. Yeah, but you got to like... Before you send off an... All right, look, have some experience before you fire off an email.
You got to send them to like a form that says... how many videos have you done? If it's less than this,
that's a good idea.
Then you can just filter and get rid of them.
Yeah. Still taking applications for my writing partner. How come there's nobody in LA? Must be a girl. Must be hot.
Because you're supposed to be friends with somebody first. You got to date
but I
them.
don't make friends, so I'm fucked.
Well, you got to work on that.
Or am I going to meet people?
You got to go outside. You got to go outside.
And go
of your
where?
house, to a coffee shop.
Oh, and what,
pretend
to
be
there?
Hey, everybody! I'm just writing my script over here. Check me out.
Is that how it goes?
Anybody else writing a script? Yeah, because there'll be some other idiot there who's pretending to write their script.
I do have a buddy, but he's not a writer. He's an animator.
Nah, you can't write with a non-writer.
I know.
It doesn't work.
But I want him to make the super killer animated promo, which we're going to put out.
For free.
For free. No, not for free. I would pay him. I asked him how much it would
cost.
Pay him
a little bit, right?
It costs a nightmare.
Yeah.
How much did Eric spend on that? He must have spent like $200,000.
Yeah.
He said he said he's poached the animators.
He doesn't know what that means. Poached.
You don't think he knows? Well, I don't. And also, for some reason, you didn't know this, that he's like, a lot of his guys are like Brazilian artists.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
City?
He's got this Brazilian art. Well, that's the other thing, man. Everyone's like, oh, he gets books out so fast. It's incredible. And I'm like, well, yeah, because he's paying a bunch of like cheap Brazilian talent to like do all the fill-in work. What?
Okay.
Am I coping?
Well, yeah, because you're saying like Marvel gets books out every month because they got, a human there doing it.
Well,
It's
I
not
talked to
Brazil.
Ethan, and he said those books are done like a year ahead of time.
At Marvel?
All the Marvel and DC stuff. He's like, oh, yeah, like we would like work on the Green Lantern book, and it wouldn't,
they would work for a whole year and then...
Yeah, I guess like, they prepare like a pipeline, so if they have delays, the books are still
How long
ready
does it
to
take
go.
you to draw up a couple pictures?
I don't know, man. I'm not trying, so...
there you go.
Pretty good. Put it up. Make some money.
All right. My problems are Backseat Murderers and... Backseat Murdering
Tinnitus.
and tinnitus. And your problems are what?
Unqualified applicants and... What did I call it? Fake retirements?
Yeah.
Good problems, guys. Where do you vote?
Biggest problem.
Biggest problem. Show.
God damn it. Oh, you're doing it.
Oh, sorry. I had an idea. Should we reset the... No.
What?
Well, because the problem with the voting is that, like, all the old problems get more votes because they've been around longer.
This is the worst deja vu
Can
ever.
we depreciate the old vote?
That's not how it
Why
works.
don't we reset it every year at the end of the year? And
have
then
to
go,
vote.
That was the winner of that
If you
year.
like a problem, go vote on it. That's the deal.
Yeah. I mean, you think it would make sense that as we get more viewers, they would vote on the problem.
I can filter it by, like, this year or this month. I could.
That might be interesting.
Yeah,
what
that'd
was
be
the biggest
interesting.
problem by year, by month?
year by month. I'll do that.
So not a terrible idea from me. I think people would like to know what were the top problems of 2023.
Yeah,
That's
you're
cool.
right. You're right. Okay. Let's see here. Here's an editor.
Man, y'all are wasting time trying to edit down them movie reviews. They're funny as they are. Like, we don't give a shit. All right, go fuck yourself.
We don't give a shit.
Was that ripping on me because I didn't put up the movie review?
Yeah, I think so. What happened there?
I fell asleep the second I got home from the movie.
But you were tweeting.
No, I woke up at 3 a.m., tweeted a bunch of stuff as I was lying in bed, and then I fell back asleep again.
Oh. You
So
just woke up. You just wake up and like are tweeting.
I had like a moment of like, I can't fall back asleep. Let me play on my phone.
Yeah.
But
Me
I was
too.
not.
I do that too.
Yeah, I was not in the mood. It wasn't. Oh, let me wake up and then run to the computer and edit a fucking movie review. It was. Yeah, I'll just fuck around until I fall back asleep.
All right.
Hey, Dick. Hey, Vito. The biggest problem in the universe is the fucking bullshit when it says X.com, formerly known as Twitter. We all know it was fucking Twitter. We all know it's still Twitter. We all know it was Twitter. We know what X.com is. We know it was a weird porn site, I'm sure, but we know it's Twitter now. So, like, can we stop? Like, who needs this clarification that it was Twitter? Just fucking stop. It's time to
Does
stop.
anyone call it X?
No,
I don't
they
call it
X, formerly known as Twitter.
I don't call it that.
You don't. What do you call it? Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah, but like newspapers have to go. Oh, on X, formerly known as Twitter. Like, just say
Well, I'm not
Twitter.
reading newspapers, so thankfully I've avoided that discourse.
Yeah.
I still think it's like
so annoying.
I still think it's like a joke. Like at some point he's gonna go, yeah, you guys are right. It's
Elon
funny.
Musk has this like obsession with X, like that being the global dominating company. It's so stupid.
I will say I own the Steel stock, United States. I forget what it's called, U.S. Steel or something, and their ticker is just X. So when he renamed the company, it like spiked because everyone's like, "Oh, Elon Musk is gonna buy them just so he can
Stupid
own
people.
the ticker, man."
He might.
He might. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Stock market
Stocks.
morons, vote him up. It was like the Disney earning call happened this week, and a bunch of YouTubers were like, oh, they're going to tank in stock value because all their movies are bad and they're too woke, and South Park had a bid on them.
Oh, yeah.
And it's annoying because it's like, well, why can't their movies just be bad? Why do you also need their business and stock price to reflect that?
Also, I
just-
think the
whatever.
stock spiked after their earnings, so
Oh, good.
I think it was at 80. It's back at 87.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the classic thing of like, again, the fucking conservative boycotts where they wait like a day and they're like, see, Oreo cookies are down because they made gay Oreo cookies, and you're
That's
like,
it.
Nabisco
No
stock
more.
is in the
No more
toilet. It's
Nabisco.
over. They did that with Nike. They're like, see, because they hired Colin Kaepernick, and then Nike stock went to the fucking stratosphere. It's like, guys, you're stupid little. You got one. You did get one, and I said you might get one. You did.
What do they think's gonna happen? Like that it's the stock's gonna go to zero, and then like Obama will explode.
Yeah,
like the devil will come out, and go, all the gay will come out of him.
That's what it is. They all just, I don't know, man. It's the conservative boycotts.
They're so fucking stupid.
Yes. Even the Bud Light one, you're like, well, what exactly did you accomplish? Well, now they know not to hire a lady.
Yeah.
Translate, or we'll get mad. Okay. So.
What about when Gina Carano got fired? That's different. That's
free speech.
That's free speech.
She needs to have her job.
See?
Well, shouldn't what's-her-name have free speech and be able to do a Bud Light commercial?
No, because we hate that beer. That beer is piss. but they should be making ads for us.
Yeah.
Right. That's cool, man.
So much.
Why don't you fucking blow your brains out?
Yeah.
Okay, favorite part of the show.
Hey, Dick, Vito.
Is it me?
I've been a subscriber of this show since, I think, episode like 2 or 3 of the original. This is the first time I've wanted to call in.
Wow.
And it's my favorite part about the Vito weight loss competition is that he's got to lose 13 pounds in the month of Thanksgiving. Good luck, Vito.
Oh, shit. I didn't even think of that.
Are you going to do it?
Am I going to lose 13 pounds in the Thanksgiving month?
This month, yeah. You have to do it.
Why do I have to do it? I'm going to try. I'm trying.
You're just going to not get $800? That's like rent.
I know.
It's a lot of money.
I know it's a lot of money.
And you're just not going to get it because you're not trying hard enough.
I'm trying pretty hard.
You got to try all the way, man.
Look, I'm drinking a Diet Coke.
I did notice that.
Did you?
Yeah, when you said a Diet Coke. I'm like,
I always drink the Diet. I drink Diet Coke. I drink Diet Soda.
Are you going to make it? Are you going to get...
We'll see what happens, and if I don't make it, everyone can just endlessly complain because they're vicariously living through my failure for some fucking reason. I get so many fucking... I'm really rooting for you, Vito. I really believe you can do it. Well, maybe I can't.
Those are jokes.
Yeah,
Those
they are
prank
jokes.
emails.
Good. Stop. Stop it. I'll do what I can. Christ. At least I lost some weight. As long as it stays on a course, I'm happy.
You gotta drop these
I care
13
more
pounds,
about
though.
the weight loss than I care about the $800. That's the point.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I want to lose weight, and it's happening, and I'm happy about
You
that.
care more about, quote unquote, losing weight than $800?
I am happy that I've lost, 17 pounds?
17 pounds.
I'm happy about that.
More than $800?
More
happy?
than $800. Oh, look.
So if you miss it by like half a pound, you'll be like, well, at least I lost all the weight.
Okay, that'll suck, but I assume I'll miss it by much more than that because 13 pounds is a lot.
All right.
I'll just fast.
Yeah, do that.
I'll tell you what, I'll go into my DMs for the hundreds of different fasts that have been... You should just eat carrot shavings mixed with almonds and then, put it up your ass and then take it out of your ass and make it into a juice. And there's a guy named Dr. Krogel Schnugenstein, and he did it in Germany in the 1950s.
Yeah, that's cool.
And everyone who adheres to that diet says they can see through time. And I'm like, okay, great. I'll just fucking do that then.
So you won't even do that?
It's like that guy who called in this show, and I said, well, I wanna. Was it the call-in show that we did on Low Value Mail? And I was like, well, I'm just gonna do cardio. And he's like, no, don't do cardio. If you do cardio, it actually resets your fat cycle, and then the lipids will be. And I'm like,
that's true though. You can't lose weight just doing cardio. You're not doing enough either. You got to do like 3 or 4 hours.
Okay, I'll do 3 to 4 hours of cardio
not
every day.
half an hour. Because you're just sitting there otherwise. You could be riding the bike.
Well, every Wednesday I've been streaming games, and people have been donating to the Veto Exercise Fund.
What do you do with that?
Well, as long as I get $50, I'll exercise that day. And if I don't get $50, I'll eat a candy bar. So I'm emotionally manipulating my audience.
You've been making more than $800. That's why you don't care.
I've made like $200 streaming.
Don't give this fucking asshole. Only give Vito money if he's lost weight from the day before. Make him weigh himself.
I put a ticker in the corner and it says Vito's Exercise Fund. I've made like $200 guilt tripping people.
Bullshit. You fucking simps. You fall for this shit?
Well, guys,
That's
I don't
disgusting.
know. I don't know if I can exercise tonight unless we raise $50. Come on by youtube.com/Veto. If you really want me to succeed.
All right.
It's funny. Hey, what's this Evangelion one? That's got to be good.
I'm sorry. In front of God and everyone, did Vito just tell me that there's not that much crying in fucking Evangelion?
Who cries?
I don't think there's a single episode that does not involve crying. It's like, what, 26 fucking episodes?
First episode is
and
crying.
Every single one involves at least 2 scenes of crying.
Yeah.
And they're usually done
like,
by Shinji, the main character.
Yeah.
That's supposed to not be a shithead. Fucking hell. Anyway.
But the girls don't cry, so
Vito,
that's cool.
I love you.
The guy just cries the
Please
whole
stop
time.
saying
Because they're
dumb
men.
things
They're not men.
and hug your dad.
They don't act like women.
Ray is an emotionless, soulless being. And Asuka just goes comatose and ends up naked in a bathtub in the middle of Japan.
A man.
And then Shinji jerks off on her comatose body in the movie.
Really?
Yeah. You never seen that famous meme where he's got his... It's the scene from the movie where his hand's out. It's covered in his semen. And he says, "I'm disgusting."
Why would I see that?
Well, because people make memes out of it, and they go, "Oh, I got sticky ice cream all over my Shinji hand."
Cum hand?
I don't even think you have to put cum.
The very beginning.
It's like the first scene in the movie. Shinji jerking off on his comatose friend. Hey, look at the one. They added Hellman's mayo and a bunch of sandwich stuff under it.
This is funny to you?
That's pretty good.
It's disgusting.
He was just making a sandwich. They jerked off
He
on
jacked off
Asuka.
on this woman with the
No,
blue hair?
that's an edit. He didn't jerk off on Ray.
This one?
Yeah, that's the scene. He goes and he visits his girl. This girl who's in the hospital. He's like, "Why won't you wake up? Why are you in a coma? I need you." And then as he's shaking her tit pops out, and then he rubs one out.
How big are her tits?
They're like normal 14-year-old girl tits. It's anime. And then Shinji rubs one
They're
out.
showing it from like the point of view of you that just jacked off.
Yeah, it's very autistic.
Okay.
And that's how you start the best robot movie ever made.
Yeah. Okay.
Jerking off on 14-year-olds.
Let's do super chats. That's enough of this shit.
Oh
wait, here, there's one more. There's
one more.
Hey, Dick. Hey, Vito. I know this bit is beaten to death, but I just saw a YouTube short of someone doing basically exactly what Vito did to his cat. And guess what? The comments were turned off because everybody was probably commenting, "You just raped that cat." They didn't use a Q-tip, though. They used their finger, which was even worse.
Okay. See, that's way
even
worse.
Fucking worse, man.
I did not use my
Even
finger.
worse? That's way worse.
That's a million times worse. Why are you putting your finger up a cat's? See, that's gross.
Pussy.
Q-tip's fine.
Clit. Is the clit in the same spot it is with a woman?
I have no idea where a cat's clitoris is.
Well, you got some. It's not on top of their head.
I know
You got
that.
some idea.
Okay, I have some idea of where a cat's.
You could guess.
I don't want to say I have
You
some
could
idea.
pin the clit on
that
it if it was on a
sure.
like
Pin
a
the
map
clit
or
on the cat.
something.
I'd have.
Yeah.
I could guess.
Probably right
I
here.
could make an educated guess.
Is it outside?
Does a cat
Is it
have a
inside?
clitoris? Is that a thing?
They all got
Do all
the
animals
clitoris.
have clitorises?
Yeah.
That would
They all got a penis type of thing.
penis type thing inside them. I know that cats' penises are barbed. I know that.
Ooh.
So once a male cat gets in there, it's like a spiky thing. It's hard to extract. And of course, dogs have the knot. You know that.
Is this like talk about animal penises?
Well, as part of the
Pigs are like a corkscrew.
What do you? Yeah, they are like a corkscrew.
And ducks are too. And the duck vagina is like the opposite.
Oh,
corkscrew.
really? It's an opposite corkscrew.
Yeah.
Well, I bring this up because I don't know. Did you get an email from these guys? They're working on a furry RPG.
I think I have a business card from that guy. For
Yeah,
you.
and he wanted some. Well, I emailed with him. I wanted some advice, and I told him I might be a consultant on a furry tactics video game.
Is it porno also?
No, but I'm going to encourage them to make it porno because then it'll sell better. They were like, "What should we do to make this game good?" Oh God, I'll look it up real quick. I should
Huge
promote
tits. Every girl character has to have enormous tits. Do not fuck that up. like Vito has done, like Eric July has done.
I did not fuck it up. My character's tits are perfectly reasonable. I did tell them, I'm like, look, it's called Live by the Fur Tactics. But there's no anything for it yet because it's based on another game. Whatever. Point is,
what game?
It's based on another tactical RPG, which is currently available on Steam. Live by the Sword Tactics.
Oh, okay.
Now available on Steam. And actually, guys, check out Live by the Sword Tactics on Steam because all the reviews are for the previous version of the game, which people did not like, but then they fixed it and made it awesome. So check it out and give them a good review.
Did you know that if you went to pedo.community, it goes to the biggest problem in the universe
Fantastic.
YouTube page?
Wonderful.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's great. Did you see that? You saw all the bootleg Pet-O t-shirts?
Yeah, fuck that. We got to put those up.
Anytime okay, so there's a thing. If you ever have an idea for a t-shirt, don't put it on Twitter because all these sites just search for t-shirt idea or like cool t-shirt, and whatever image you've posted, they will just immediately upload it to all these aggregate sites as a t-shirt. For instance, right now, remember that Eric made his "Which Part Is the Best" shirt, which is now available on every Chinese website because he uploaded a super high-resolution image for them to steal.
Yeah.
Which part
is
your
the shirt
favorite?
on a shirt?
It's a shirt on. No,
shirt's on a
they
shirt?
stole the actual image. They know what they're doing.
God, that guy, that towhead guy. He's fucked.
Who's this towhead guy? What do you mean?
The pronouns guy. Pronouns.
Oh,
that bald guy.
As Heels versus Babyface.
That's his name.
Yeah. I think he called my comic book Super Groomer or something, and I was like, that doesn't even track.
God damn, that guy's like painful.
What was funny was he tried
goes
to get
and takes selfies at the gym every day
of him wearing
but he never loses any weight.
Rippaverse merchandise.
And he's doing Rip and the Silverback podcast.
They're doing a podcast, which is him and Eric July talking about how they're both
he's
stupid.
Silverback. If
he's
you can,
Silverback.
That was a surprise.
I was like, do you really?
Like, really?
If you're doing a podcast with a black guy, do you want any monkey or gorilla references in the name? Like, shouldn't you? Seems like an obvious thing to avoid.
It's
called
Gorilla
Monkey
Mania
and Eric. Okay, well, I guess that's fine. It's called Big Dumb Ape and Eric July. Oh, good. All right. I was misled for a second. It was funny because he was trying to shit talk my comic to that Nerdrotic guy, and the Nerdrotic kind of was like, well, his comic does kind of look cool. And I was like, oh, man. All right.
You know what we got to find? I figured out what the end game is. We got to find Nerdrotic and all these guys a younger, blacker guy that they can use as a token.
Yeah,
because they're keeping
a better
Eric around.
token.
Yeah, a better token, like a
one who's like
a woman,
smart and charismatic.
Like a black woman that's not too hot and not too annoying. Which, believe me, this is gonna be like finding the fucking Philosopher's Stone. All right. But
I was gonna say a woman. No, that's gonna be a
woman's not too annoing. That's gonna be tough.
A woman who knows stuff about comic books.
No, she don't have to know shit about comic books.
She can just show up and go, "Neurotic, you so crazy." Just be in the corner
the
of the screen
game for Eric.
And then they don't need Eric July anymore. Guys, don't forget to get your super chats in now. Vote on all the problems at biggestproblem.show.
Like a guy that does like a good Urkel impression.
Yes.
Did I do that? They'll be like, oh, this guy, you get out of here. This guy's our guy now.
I do have to say one thing to everybody watching this. Please go to youtube.com/biggestproblem. Watch the biggest review of the Marvels. Even if you don't want to watch it, please just put it on in the background and run it for the full 60 minutes.
Okay.
Because it will boost it in the algorithm and it will grow this show immensely.
Oh.
We've already gotten like 55 new subscribers from it, but we just need people.
Really?
Just put it on in the background, watch it to the end. You don't even have to watch it. Just leave it running. Or watch it because it's actually good. Put it on like a podcast. It's basically a podcast episode where we rip on a movie that I thought was shitty and you thought was cute because you're basically a woman now. Yeah.
That was fine.
That's your girlfriend talking.
No, she watches Lifetime movies.
No.
Have you ever watched one of those?
Not in like years.
Oh.
I haven't had cable in like 15 years, so
If they're not on cable, I have to pay for a special lifetime.
You're paying for the
membership
lifetime
club
pass
through
Jesus
Amazon.
Christ.
It's like $3 a month.
Did you ever see that thing? And it was like all the Lifetime movie posters that are just a man and a woman wearing holiday sweaters with like a tree behind them.
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah.
100.
Yeah, they're funny
They are
because
funny.
women don't like. They write for. It's women writing for women.
Right.
So it's like a copy of a copy, right? And they don't understand like. They don't value specificity in certain things.
Sure.
So the problem will always resolve around like, well, my husband's at his business proposal. Or he's gonna make partner. Like that's like
Right.
a big thing.
That's very
like he's
important.
gonna make partner. And it's like, well, is he a lawyer? It's like he's making partner.
He's making partner at the firm.
At the firm.
The firm where he works.
Yeah.
That's just classic storytelling
He's
right
got
there.
his expense account.
Please watch The Biggest Problem in the Marbles now on our YouTube channel. Also watch that great clip of the Isom fan who admits that he hasn't read Isom, which is fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, that was great.
All right, guys. Antagonist for 10. Hey, Vito, post pictures of your cats in my pet owner Discord server I worked so hard to get you into. There is a Pet O Discord server. Are you aware of this?
No.
Yeah, we'll join that. And you can post pictures of your dog. Hello, Dick. Hello, Maddie. And also, Crimsel, get a job and stop stealing my hard-earned tax dollars.
Yeah, come on, Crimsel, get a job, man.
Kaiju Turtle for 7 Canadian. My uncle died this morning at 2 a.m., age 59. I am choosing to memorialize him here. Have a drink for Donnie tonight. Thank you for not killing yourselves. Thank you,
For
Kaiju Turtle.
$6.99? Your uncle was
Yeah, you should really pay tribute.
Come on, he's a fucking $20
$100
man.
is like
He's
a
$10
proper
man.
tribute.
Yeah.
Aren't you going to get some money from the estate? Come on.
If my nephews donated $7 to memorialize me, I'd be pissed.
Well, you'd be dead, so it doesn't
I would
really
be
matter.
pissed still.
Yeah, behind the
nonetheless.
grave. Like Isom Knox going to rise up and cause some trouble. Red for 5. Shout out to Tony, TGD from the Geek Getaway. All hail the Frog King who sees all. Tony's killing it right now. He's got his own. We've spun off an entire network of Rippaverse hangers on.
That guy had Eric July's neighbor on.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
It was like a sword collector and like a business analyst.
Yeah,
and he spent
he's
thousands of dollars trying to like supporting Eric.
And now he just does not like him anymore or something? Or
Well,
he's just crazy?
he wrote this giant article about all the ways Eric's business is
badly run,
failing.
Yeah.
The audience is shrinking. The total take is dying, and he's just stuck with dead inventory, and
way too many employees.
Yeah, his overhead's insane. It's all the same stuff I said, like that Eric wrote a big cry fest on that he wasn't going to pay attention to me anymore because I was right.
Or the shit I said, which is you can't overprint your comic. You're going to destroy the secondary market, which obviously happened.
Yeah.
So,
and
that's what drives me nuts. It's like everyone just goes, they're just like haters. I'm like, yeah, but we've also been just like very right about most of the shit we've said, if not all of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you overprint the book, collectors are not. You're going to lose all those speculators and collectors because they know they're going to lose money by buying your comic.
No, I'm a hater though. I just hate him.
Sure.
For calling me the N-word.
Well, that was very bad of him.
And he said that it looks like from an outsider's perspective that in order to like be a fan of the Rippaverse now, you have to like take sides against other people, and that's bad. Like you don't want customers going like, oh, well, if I buy this, I have to be against like these guys who are making fun of everybody. Like I don't want to do that.
Right. You should have just ignored those guys and let them make fun of your comic once. This wasn't supposed to happen. It was honestly when it had started happening, I'm like, man, I probably shouldn't be picking this fight. I'll just say one thing and then, and then we'll move on. I shouldn't be fighting, but then
you
he
did
went
it.
crazy.
You risked your relationship
and
with
he said
Isom Van Sciver and all these people just so you could get off calling out Eric July.
Well, and then it turned around, and now Ethan Van Sciver, for some reason, turned against Eric July. It's been nuts. Goof for 2. Thank you all for not killing yourselves. Thank you, Coof, but you didn't get in the first super chat. What's going on, man? You're slipping. Red for 2. R.I.P. Car. Don't laugh at that. Dickwood for 2 with a bunny avatar. Pop quiz for 2. I wish Vito would pull up. Hey, would you blow me for 2? Vito stopped to get his $10 fish fillet. They're not $10. Pop quiz for 2 says this episode better be ad free. There will be no ads on the podcast episodes because
not till we get big.
If we get big, but also we have trouble monetizing them because you'll play the Shaft theme or something stupid like that, and then we can't monetize it. Or we can monetize it, but then we got to give half to whoever owns the Shaft theme, so it's not worth it.
It's Eric's great grandfather.
Yeah, Shaft Knox. Goldilocks for 5. Both of my parents are dying from cancer, and even they show up on time. Also, Krim, get a job. Pablo Rambo for 10. Vito, we went to the world-famous number 2. It's a B-fair. GG, I get it. Okay. Red for 2. Leighton Gay Hops. Bunnies,
I forgot
turtles.
you were late.
Shut up. James Gardner for 20.
I did.
Dear Vito, please grab me a fish fillet, some liquor, and a fancy copy of I Suck Off Men, not to be confused with Which Was Which. The fish fillet is good. We've discussed this. It's a great sandwich.
It is good. Man, I just want to see that porno, man.
The I
Suck
porno?
Off Men.
All right. Make it happen.
Failure is not
happen,
what we
Captain.
do.
Talk to Adam22, whose birthday I need to RSVP to.
Oh, you didn't already?
No.
That was dumb. You
think
should have RSVP'd
will it
right
fill up?
away. Yeah.
All right, I'll RSVP.
Fucking porn star? The hottest porn star in the internet?
Well, I was going to, because I wasn't know if I was going to have a +1, but I can't think of anybody to bring.
Oh, yeah.
Should I bring Josh Denny?
Yeah, that's what that place needs.
I'll talk to Eric Escobar. He's a good guy. Let's
bring
see.
Josh Denny. Well, he's got, will his girlfriend let him go to...
Yeah, does his girlfriend want him to go to a porn
Probably.
star's birthday? Let's see.
Actually, she's probably take him anywhere.
I invited my friend Dirk. He's going to get back to me. Hold the truth hostage for 5. I am a real bunny American. Hop for what's right. Hop for what's right. When Isom Knox grandson Eric July grifts outside, hop for what's right. Was I supposed to sing that to the tune of something? Sounds like lyrics. Clay Early for 5. Happy birthday, Justin. This could have been a beer for you, but it's a super chat said. Happy birthday, Justin. Claptrap the Destroyer
Did he kill
for
himself?
5.
Is that why it could have been a beer for him?
We should stop reading birthday wishes unless they're $20. No, I'm just fucking with you. Claptrap for 5. On time as always, boys. Fuck you. There was traffic. The Gentleman's Sausage for 5. Reignite the beef. Get revenge. Tear into that Frasier reboot like it makes Isom look like Citizen Kane. We should. Yeah. We should review it.
Slow
I
that
guess.
sucker up.
I just don't want to watch it. It sounds like it's terrible. Tommy Salami
Come on,
for 2.
you don't watch Frasier?
Says Sour Patch. Yeah, but it's a bad If Niles was the show.
Yeah, but still Frasier.
Frasier
He was good in the Marvels.
Yeah. I do like Kelsey Grammer. Tommy Salami for 2 says Sour Patch Kids are healthy. They have vitamin C. Let me check that. How much vitamin C?
How much is enough for you?
I don't see any of that. Not a significant source of fat, trans fat, cholesterol, vitamin D, calcium. Yeah, I have no idea. Sure, they're great. They're great for you. 0% fat. John Riffs for 10. Crowder put his logo on that manifesto.
Oh, God.
I've seen people call it, well, I mean, he broke the story. That's something I would do. I've seen
story. Oh, wow.
Somebody sent him a
Kill
thing.
all these F slurs. Oh, my God. Oh.
Well, that's the other thing. The manifesto is not nearly as sensational as I thought it would be, but everybody's treating it like it is. Like, she said she wanted to kill crackers. And I'm like, well, wasn't she a white lady? Who cares? I thought it would be like a trans rights statement. Like, hey, we got to take back America for the trans people, you know? That would have been more interesting. That's what everybody...
people just, kind of don't understand mass shooters.
Yeah.
They're nuts.
That
you can't...
Yeah.
Like,
did that Maine guy live a manifesto? Mr. Maine?
The guy that blew his head off in the dumpster?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think he just hated bowling.
It really annoyed me that these guys were all saying, like Crowder and all these guys were saying, like, well, this is what they want, the trans movement. This is what they want.
Right.
It's like, well, what about all the violent video game stuff? Like, I thought none of that. I thought it was just the shooter who's crazy.
Right.
So now it's like the whole...
Isn't it a mental health problem?
Yeah.
Well, that's why they're going to say it, though, because they're going to say she was mentally ill because she was trans. That's how they're going to spin it.
Well, there's a lot of mentally ill people that don't have the balls to go...
And also, most mass shooters are not trans people, so... It's like...
Maybe they
it's
are.
the mass shooter lotto, man. We've talked about the mass shooter lotto.
Yeah, it's just so
They get all
dumb.
excited when you get a trans guy because it's like, oh man, this is a
We
whole
got
new
him.
thing.
We finally got those bastards.
Finally, we
right
got
where they
one.
want. Right where we want them.
David Gomez.
Fuck off.
Oh, so he put his logo on the manifesto. I've seen people call him a hero, like he broke into the police station to steal it for fuck's sake. Yeah, he got an email. They're also worried he'll be Epsteined. That's ridiculous. Can't believe people like that guy.
Yeah, they're worried that Crowder will be at a bathhouse and he'll suck off so many guys it'll drown.
Yeah, he'll drown in
now
cum.
that he's divorced.
Right.
You know?
Wait, is he actually getting divorced? Oh, yeah, that was a divorce. Well, he should stop yelling at his wife. David Gomez for 2, in a while, throwing up emoji. Steve for 2, the best episode in a while, hashtag ban Lofty Pixels.
Ban Lofty. If you haven't blocked Lofty yet,
Don't block Lofty. Come on.
Find Lofty Pixels on Twitter and block her
it.
or him or whatever.
Lofty's, look, he's got his problems, but don't block him. Just Ebon for 5. Speaking of the Old West, Vito, please tell Sergio Leone that The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is a shit movie because it doesn't have character arcs. That's different.
Ghostbusters doesn't have a character arc either.
Ghostbusters definitely has a character arc. Venkman softens.
No.
Venkman goes from a womanizing whatever the hell to, like, he's a little softer to attract that lady, I think.
But nothing happened.
You know what? Maybe she just kind of learned. Maybe she has, she has the character arc. Because she goes from, I'm a stuck-up bitch who could not possibly fall for this Venkman character.
Okay.
To, you know what? There's a certain charm about him.
Okay.
Boom. Character arc.
Yeah, but none of the Ghostbusters do.
They don't need to.
Not even Winston.
The black one learns the value of a hard day's work, maybe.
He's the only one who knew.
Lady, if there's a steady paycheck in it, I'll do anything.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll do whatever you want. All right. Look, some movies don't need a character arc, but a superhero movie involving a teenage girl who is becoming a superhero for basically the first time probably should have one.
It would have made it better, but if the bad guy had been bad and the whatever she was doing had been clear, I think it would have been okay to not have any character arcs.
Something needs to change.
There could have been one character arc.
Yeah.
Just the little girl who did kind of have one because their Indian mom said, "Oh, precious, we don't. It's totally fine.
Oh, you got to do the voice.
We still love you." But
I like
you're
that the
home
review
with
I
us."
posted on my channel, and it starts off with you going, "Oh, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's how we're starting the review.
She had a character arc.
The mom or the kid?
The kid.
Not really.
Yeah, kind of. A little bit.
Not really. Mempod for 10 Canadian. I was listening to your guys in the car, and my mom was laughing along at the show. A few days later, I found it listening to it on her own, dying laughing at your Grandpa Isom impression.
On her own?
Wow.
You got to kick her door in. Mom, what are you listening to in there? Are you listening to The Biggest Problem?
I don't know why any women listen
Does
to
Dad
this
know
show.
about this?
I don't know why. You know what's weird?
You know that's blackface that you're laughing at, Mom.
You make all these fat women jokes, and then I swear to God, I get messages from fat lady, and they go, "Dick is so funny."
Fat women hate
I'm like,
fat
do you
women
wanna
too.
Just be yeah, I guess.
You know?
They hate the other fat women. Pop quiz for 5. Regulation veto. Oversight
They're just
veto.
temporarily fat. They could lose it.
Yeah, they could lose at any point. Temporarily embarrassed fat people. Always with the checks and balances. Spider Eternal for 5. Dick is saying that government regulations caused a man to desperately add protein goo to his regular milk or go destitute.
Yeah.
Vito doesn't get it, lol. Okay, fine. JJ for 5. Vito, you ambushed me with the story that I posted at you as an own. I wouldn't look dumb if I'd looked up the story I posted to make you look dumb. It was a tweet. I shit out a tweet. I don't know whether we're going to actually discuss it. Pigeon Saw for 10. I love the liberal idea that regulations are to protect people from big bad companies and not for corporatocracies to strangle out competition.
Corporatocracies.
Great. Coup for 10. Raw milk is safe to drink. Okay. And stays for a long time, even without refrigeration. But the government forces producers to pasteurize them, reducing its shelf life, increasing food poisoning. Go USDA/FDA. I have heard more stories about people buying raw milk and getting horribly poisoned. I have no problem with pasteurization.
What? When have you heard that?
There's always these, because you can sell raw milk in America. You can do that. You just have to do it according to like some guidelines and as part of like a co-op or some shit.
Bullshit then. And then you have to go like transport it a long way or something.
All I know is that you have to like get it from the farm directly, and people will do that, and then they get horribly sick and die.
They do?
I think so.
When do they get horribly sick and die, though?
I'm not prepared for the raw milk question,
Well, let's
okay?
see.
Look up
Raw milk injuries.
Injury. I don't know if injuries is the right term.
Okay, bullshit. The first one.
Oh, why? Because it's a public health database. It's bullshit.
It's not,
Well,
it's
go
like,
find a story.
It can lead to...
Hit the
let's look
news
up
tab.
statistics.
No. Just hit the news tab. Shut up. Hit
Not
news.
statistics? I'm
No, because
looking
there'll
up
be news
statistics.
stories. Okay, outbreak studies from raw milk.
All right. What's the deal with...
What's the deal? Go to
Okay,
that
news.
outbreak studies thing.
Is raw milk safe
See, you
to
can
drink?
get raw milk, so I don't know what fucking regulations you're talking about. Consumers can now buy raw, unpasteurized milk in North Dakota.
Can now. So they just made it legal to do
All right,
that.
Well,
this year. So you're you've been fucking gaslighting us into
Okay, look at this.
Do it forever.
Look at this Dove Song Dairy Brand goat milk. Possible contamination.
Possible, but this is like half a year ago. And this one is an arson factory that
Louis
destroyed
Pasteur
a creamery.
was a great man, and I don't know why we're tossing out his
What was
great...
his early life? If I go to Wikipedia.
Louis Pasteur?
Yeah.
I think he was French.
Well, let's see.
One of those French Jews, you think?
What are you being Jews?
Louis Pasteur, famous... All right.
Let's see.
Was a French
We'll have
chemist
all of our
microbiologist.
questions answered.
Born to a Catholic family of a poor tanner.
He was still bad.
There you go. They were all Catholics. Come on.
All right. Okay. That checks
Why
out.
did you Control F for Jew?
You could see that?
Yes, I did see that. Control F Jew.
'Cause you had
0
that
out of
mouse.
0. Shit. All right, whatever.
So why don't we have raw milk all the time?
You know what? Leave a voicemail. We'll get into raw milk later. Somebody who knows about raw milk, let us know.
Let Vito know. Don't let me know. I don't want to read.
I love my pasteurized milk. It's delicious. Maxwell 21 for $17. Vito, it's your boy Prime. Bruh, you had more anti-Marvels videos this week than the Quartering did. Can't wait for Vito brand coffee ads. I find Jeremy TBF cringe, and I'm seeing red flags.
That was a close one. That was a
close
that was a good one for $17.
Yeah, that was a good amount of.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Good try.
Nitro 5. Hi, Wendell. Versts for 20. Vito. Have you been keeping up with the Boogie fallout with Muda and his GF? Shit's hilarious. Well, we talked about it a little bit. I got to watch this video. Was it cantankerous? But then Boogie said that Muda's on his side and wants to help him or something, and I don't know if that was a cope.
Muda fucked it up a little bit.
Yeah. He should have kept up the kayfabe.
He should have gone harder. You always got to go. You always got to go hard.
But you can't go hard on Boogie because he just goes, yeah, I guess I am the
Then you gotta hit
worst
him
guy
harder.
who ever lived.
No,
You know,
you're
yeah,
worse
you
than that.
are.
You're
You're
worse
worse.
than that. You're worse than that.
And when that girl gets pregnant and you want to abort her baby, you look her in the eyes.
Yeah.
Let's start a campaign. Save Boogie's baby. Hashtag.
I think that's well, yeah, okay.
Hey, you know who's in the chat is our good friend, Comic Artist Pro Secrets,
Hey!
Ethan Van Sciver, who says Sinatra was the first fake retirement. He did a big farewell concert, did My Way, etc. Just wanted attention. Came back 2 years later singing a new song, Can't We Try Again, which is not a classic. That's no My Way. Gay, but I still like Frank.
I think it's cool. I think your problem sucks.
The fake retirement thing?
Yeah, because everyone gets to like it's like a fake funeral.
All right. I'm quitting the podcast. See you.
Yeah, it's cool.
Gone. I kind of thought about for episode 108.
That was fun.
If I just blew up and I left the show, it would have been good. People would have liked that. Gut for 2 says raw milk
Wait, is Cyberfrog
great.
like 3 out right now?
Cyberfrog 3 is being worked on. I think it's still available and on demand on Indiegogo and wherever else it's being sold.
Okay.
Cyberfrog 3. Me, 4120 for 5.
That mouse is not going to work on a blank white piece of paper. Just FYI.
Get me a mouse pad. I was going to use the scroll wheel. The scroll wheel will work. No, I got it. I got it.
You don't want to use the fucking Super Hornet?
I got the. Oh,
I got this from
I
the
thought you were
Super
giving
Hornet
me
guys.
the laptop for some reason.
That would be suicidal.
It would
no.
be. It doesn't work. Look, it doesn't do anything.
You're messing it up. See?
It's
Now it
broken.
works.
Where is it?
Up there.
I think it's dead. You got to plug it in. That one's dead.
It works fine.
Well, it doesn't fucking work for me. It's not even. It doesn't even have a laser coming out of it.
You can't see lasers.
You can't see lasers.
Let me see it.
Use the mouse. I bought a mouse, and Dick is like negging me
here.
about it.
It was off. Look.
So it only worked because you were moving that one along with it. That's so stupid. Dick was moving both mice to fuck with me.
I'm pretty sure it works.
Okay, well, I think you got
have
to
to
charge
turn
it
it
or put some
off or
batteries in it or
something.
something.
Yeah, all right.
Did you do that by accident? You were moving both mice, and you're like, see, it works.
No.
You're an idiot. This is stupid.
I did it on purpose.
All right, me for 5 says, wait
But
a
it
sec.
was working because you were fucking with it.
It doesn't work. It has never worked.
No, it worked while you were fiddling with your paper.
Look at this brand new
I don't want to
Logitech
have to
mouse.
plug. Oh, I don't want to have to
Look
plug
at how much
the USB
nicer
thing.
it is than that one.
If I was a little drunker, I would have smashed that mouse. I would have thrown it so hard at the wall, it would have smashed. It would have been awesome.
I'm sorry I bought a mouse to try and make the show work better. I'm such a terrible
I heard he
co-host.
fucking had one.
That one sucks. It doesn't work. I bought a nice one. And then you got mad at me for buying a nice one. You said, just use the one I have.
So many mice. There's already like a car mouse.
Then get one that works. The car mouse is right here, and the car mouse also doesn't work. Is this plugged in?
Maybe. Can you read the thing?
Can I have a regular mouse and not one that looks like a car for no reason? I can't read the thing because I need to scroll up. Okay.
Now that one works.
Great. No, go down. See, you're fucking it up. The Marvels end up on a planet of people who can only communicate through song and dance.
It was so bad.
Theater kids vote it up.
Yeah, that was so... That was
Singing Dancing Planet?
Man, that was the worst thing I've ever seen.
I did like Captain Marvel's dance a little bit.
Well, and
though.
it sucked because, like, if you're at, like, a singing and dancing planet, you think, like, oh, yeah, okay, we're here. Like, everything's hopping and
it's gonna be
bopping
like a
all the
musical.
time.
But instead, they're, like, singing slow and, like, stupid.
Yeah, like Newsies. Like, hey, everybody.
You know what? That's a good point. It really should have been, like, more...
Yeah.
Welcome to the planet where everybody has some fun, and there's my brother, and he's got a gun. And that would have been great. It needed to be more jazzy.
But it
and
wasn't.
as you said, the black lady didn't rap, which was, like, a very obvious missed opportunity. They should have cut to her and said, and now for a rap. And then they just cut to her.
They can't understand you. They can't understand what you're saying. You gotta sing it. You gotta sing it.
Okay, the joke would have been, and now for a rap. And they cut to her and she goes, why do I got to rap? And they go,
no,
well,
that's not a good joke.
That's a good
racist.
joke. It's not racist. It's anti-racist. It's funny. Stop fucking with the car mouse.
What?
Great guy Gabe for $2.79 says, keep your chins up, Vito. Meet up in Toronto. I'd go to Canada. Lloyd Lelewin's here for $8.
Aha! I knew it. I fucking knew that it worked. Look, that's mouse 1, mouse 2.
Okay, give me mouse 1. Okay, let's see if it continues working. Nope, it's broken.
You fucking broke it.
How?
Because you put it down so hard.
Why would that break
You put it down so hard on the table. Go, move it. You're fucked, man.
Yo, that mouse is fucked.
It works fucking fine.
It probably has to be within eyesight of the fucking Bluetooth or whatever.
What? Eyesight?
Not eyesight, but it needs to be like right next to the fucking thing to pick it up.
Because I'm thinking eyesight. The hell are you talking about?
It needs to be in like the general range.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
So we need this one, which is new and probably has better range than that one.
All right, just read the...
Oh, I was right the whole time. Great. I'm
well,
glad
I was
to know
right.
that.
It works.
No, but if it doesn't work, because if it worked... It works in certain situations. That doesn't mean it works. If a gun fires 1 out of 10 times, would you say the gun?
You can easily reach over that far and use it from there.
Oh, okay.
Well, your fucking feet are that far under the table.
Let me do it. I'm going over here to use the mouse. What a great show. Lloyd Lelewin for 8 says Alpha Core is just a ripoff of Zod and his Kryptonians, but in green armor. Low effort Eric strikes again. Dean Chalk for 10, if the copyright lawsuit is any indicator, branding like writing is not one of Eric's strengths, or maybe he believes he can rebrand the cross. Yeah, how are you going to sell Isom merchandise if his logo is a cross? You want to sell the t-shirt with the emblem on it. That's all. That's how DC makes 90% of their money.
You don't want cross underpants?
No. You honestly, if you look at like DC and Marvel comics,
it's like
all their money is selling an X-Men logo.
The lightning
or
bolt,
yeah.
Superman.
Like, he's literally fucking up the branding. That's 1,000% of their money is that. Is a guy going,
what an idiot!
I want a Green Lantern shirt. I want a Superman shirt. And he didn't give any of them emblems of any
Not
sort.
even like Isom, like on himself.
Why do you think Superkiller has that big stupid circle? Is so I can sell t-shirts and shit.
Oh,
like
good luck.
You got to do something. I'd sold a t-shirt to Riley. He wears a Superkiller shirt. Yeah, the branding is terrible. Mark's made...
what an idiot.
Yeah,
You're right. He
there's
has
no iconic
logo
to sell. He has to put the Isom logo. That's the logo.
He can't even
It's like
put
wearing
like
a
an
shirt
eye.
that just says Wolverine across it instead of like a cool Wolverine graphic.
No, the head thing and the claws.
Yeah, exactly. You can just have his face, something iconic.
Oh my god. What a fucking
Isn't it cool
idiot.
to own a shirt that says Spider-Man instead of like a picture of his cool head and his webbing or the web and the spider emblem and whatever else?
That's real cool.
Mark's Maine for 20. Biggest problem, Connecticut drivers. Massachusetts naming all their streets Maple Street, Pennsylvania extorting tolls for I-76. The money doesn't even go to the roads. Alpha Core Big Guy has that Bucol fat removal.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Connecticut drivers, huh?
He does.
Oaklovich for 10. That woman in the Marvels collects in hot sauce. Oh, we were trying to figure that out. Because the Cape Shit target audience think nerd hobbies and the consumption of products and intellectual properties constitutes a substantial identity. Yeah, she collects things. Jim Satala for $20 big. I can't believe neither of you mentioned how the lightning dude who burst out of the motel in the Isom trailer was completely ripped off of Avatar the Airbender character, Boomy the Earth King to a T. That's because you assume I have watched all of Avatar the Airbender. Yeah. Well, I missed that.
Wait, let me see. Don't press your mouse.
Okay.
Boomy,
the
Avatar, the Air Queer
Bender. You don't know Airbender?
Bender. All right. Oh, shit.
It is
wow. Look at that. It also looks like a guy named Colonel Stinkmeaner.
Yeah,
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, with the hair. I see it.
Yeah. Cool. Very cool. Clock.
Did you see the designs for the Boondocks revival that didn't get made? I'm so sad. They looked awesome.
But Aaron Magruder wasn't on it, though, was he?
He must have been in some way. It's his property. I don't know. But they made him look like fucking Capcom characters. It was awesome. Bendy Banana for 5 wants more dictations.
Okay.
Verico for 7 Canadian says, your Uzumaki hat is fire, Vito. Who's your favorite Naruto villain? What's the one? I mean, the first guy they fight's pretty cool with the big sword. The shark teeth guy.
Why?
Because he had a big old sword. He traps him in a water bubble.
Oh, that's why he's your favorite.
I'd have to think about it. I bought this hat because it was on sale, not because I'm a huge diehard Naruto guy. But I like Naruto. I like the heroes more than the villains, though. Garo was cool, but he becomes a hero. That's the other problem.
That girl with the pink hair.
All right, well, my mouse is broken again, so. Dabbling Man for 10. I am just a...
How did it... All I did was touch it, and it fucking worked.
Dude,
I told you it paused.
In and out.
I fucking told you that it paused, okay? You weren't ready for this. You weren't ready to do the mouse because you cry too much when shit goes wrong.
I'm going to put the mouse...
It's not going to work.
In my area.
It's not going to work.
You didn't tell me that when we... Now you're inventing like a new history. Did you ever inform me that the mouse doesn't work in my general
area? It's working
area?
right now. See?
Okay, why is it going to stop working?
I don't know.
Dablin Man for 10 says, I am just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trucks and me and fall as well. Okay. David Gomez for 5. I like how the Isom fan on the Low Value Mail show was the lowest IQ wigger you could have ever found. I was really surprised. I was really surprised that I was like, well, what'd you like about the plot? And he went, well, I didn't read it. And I was like, there's no way. I can't
These guys they believe in the parallel economy and they just full on.
But how do they not understand that the parallel economy falls apart the second you need a mass market audience to go, oh, I don't want to sit through this show because it's boring. Like when you sit someone down from the Isom cartoon, you go, yeah, you're going to watch it all to support Eric July? And they're like, no, I watched the first episode. I didn't find it interesting.
Sucked. Yeah.
And then you don't have a budget to make any more of it, and your parallel economy falls apart.
Yeah.
On the John asks, how long did it take for you to pay Mr. Girl? You know, you got to ask me if you think I owe you money, all right? Jaguar or Jagar for 2. Thoughts on heels versus babyface fanboying over Eric July? It's tremendously embarrassing.
Yeah.
And again, if you're that big of an Isom fanboy, why you with a giant YouTube channel have not put out any sort of review about how it's your favorite comic or something like that?
Because they've decided that it doesn't have to be good. You just have to support it.
Right.
And I think that guy just has I think he just has a hate boner for Ethan Van Sciver.
And he also has a hate boner for me and for you, so.
Me?
Well, you do a podcast with me and he hates me.
What did I do?
You made a podcast with me.
So he hates me?
I assume he does. I mean, you're also ripping on him on Twitter at this point, so he must hate you.
That's fine. That's no reason to hate someone.
It's a good reason to hate someone.
He just looks like a toe. How is that my fault?
Well, and he also
he pretends to work out.
And he hates pronouns.
He takes gym selfies.
Yeah. Did I miss one? Can you scroll down because my mouse doesn't work?
You're done with the mouse, man. It's too much. It's just
you bought a shitty mouse. Why is this my fault?
Okay, get your mouse. Where is it?
It's in this bag.
Let's go.
Well, I don't know if it needs batteries.
Let's go. Come on. Here, I got a battery.
It's already got batteries in there.
Okay.
It's already got batteries.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hold on.
Come on, let's go.
Turn it on.
Fork it over.
I just turned it off.
Give me your fucking connector.
I don't know how you connect it. Is it Bluetooth?
Of course you don't. Right there. Exactly where I thought it would be. The connector. Fucking amazing.
Thought it would be in the box.
Wrong. Here.
Okay. My brand new Logitech M510. Which I'm sure will work swimmingly. It was working for us. Hey, look at that.
There you go.
Yeah, that feels pretty good. I go up.
Are you happy now?
I am happy now. I don't know why it took us 20 minutes to just plug in the mouse that works. You don't have anything to say, do you? Because it's working great. Look at this. This is incredible. Why didn't we just do this to begin with? This is awesome. I can scroll and shit. Well, all right. Now we have a show. David Gomez for 5. Yeah, we already did that. All right, now it's not working. Okay, On the John for 5. We did that. And Just Ebon.
Oh, this is real smooth now.
All right, I'm going to grab this thing. I think the scroll wheel gets screwed up. Just Ebon for 5. The biggest problem in the universe is Vito using a problem to advertise a job. There's no job available for anyone. Not am I for 2. Good thing Riley is funny because his pee-pee is...
shrimp.
Oh, shrimp. I thought that was Pac-Man eating a brick.
Is that what Riley's dick looks like? Pac-Man eating a dick?
Pac-Man eating a dick. Claptrap the Destroyer for 10. Think about
that'd be cool.
All the extra gravy.
That's how I take my hydrocodone. I shove it into the tip of my cock.
Tip of your penis.
That's the real... Boofing is like so, you know.
Yeah, I hear you.
Teens.
Claptrap for
teens.
10. Think about all the extra gravy you can have on Thanksgiving if you lose 13 pounds before then, Vito.
Yeah, but when's the weigh-in?
You got to look it up. I mean, the countdown's on the site. Coup for 2.
Now I have to use my phone.
Says, Happy Thanksgiving, Vito. Thank you for not killing yourself. Tool Chest for 5. What's a bigger scam? Boogie Sad Sack Fund or Vito's weight loss goals? Shut up. Wolfer for $9.99.
25 days, so you have to go through Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Unless I lose it before Thanksgiving.
It's like December 5th. That's your...
December 5th?
You can pig out on Thanksgiving, but you
I
have to
can have
throw
one
up.
day. I probably will throw up if I do Ozempic. You have to throw it up. Wolfer for 10. Good show, guys. Tiny Vin for 5. Someone gave Vito a daily plan to lose the remaining wheat last week, and he said he would do it on the last day. There's no hope for Vito. Guys, I've lost 17 pounds, okay? I'm not a complete fucking failure. We're on the way. And remember that if you donate to me at youtube.com/Vito during my Wednesday workout streams...
That's bullshit. People shouldn't give
bullshit.
you money for that.
No, it's for other stuff. It's not just for that. They give it to me because I'm so entertaining. I've been playing Resident Evil. It's a lot of fun. Butts Grignor for a good amount of money. No, wait, that's 1337 is not the other number. Butts Grignor.
Butts Grenoir.
I saw 1337 and I thought it was what's the bad number?
You tell me.
I don't remember.
What would it be?
It's the
if you had to pick a number.
14 something else. 14 perhaps followed by 2 loopy boys. But that's not it. It's 1337, which is leaked. I found this podcast a few months ago, and it's my favorite. The only negative thing is the deep sadness I feel when thinking about that bike that Vito let rust away.
Yeah.
Missed opportunities voted up. Okay, well, I'll get another bike.
And then a Vietnamese family took it.
Did they?
I gave away all my Burning Man bikes in the front, and one family took it, and I was kind of annoyed. I'm like, well...
They're obviously going to flip them.
Yeah.
So what do you care? They're all rusted out and shit
I feel like
anyway.
they think they're getting something over on me because they're taking all the bikes.
Yeah, they're probably going to scrap them. Joe Ray for 10. Vito, is there a dollar amount that would make losing the 13 pounds palatable?
What about like $50,000?
$10,000.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Kara Fro for 2. Great show, Vito and Dick. Well, $10,000, I could buy a complete collector's edition of Magic the Gathering, featuring a gold-bordered Black Lotus card, which I would invest in. Coup for 2. I was late and gated the stream. Like this show. Absolutely. Red for 2. Castle... Fart wind. Okay. Aklovich for 2. Vito, 5 Sour Patch Kids is 100 calories. Is that true? No, it's not. It's like 12. 12 Sour Patch Kids is 100 calories.
Wow, you knew that exactly.
I read the button because I count calories. I look at the thing. I don't eat stuff that has too many calories. Drunken Atheist Studio for 5. One of these
calories like Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah,
money,
exactly.
Right.
And I jump into a giant pile of them and shove them in my mouth. Drunken Atheist Studio for 5. One of these problems has shifted my imposter syndrome into hyperdrive. No, you're doing good, Drunken Atheist Studio.
He's talking about other people that
he's been editing our clips. Shut up. You're doing a good job. Everybody else sucks. Pigeon Saw 174 for 10. Also good show.
Don't have imposter syndrome.
Drunken Atheist Studio for 2 says, remember when the band Kiss retired in 1996? I think we brought that up. F1 Fan for 5 says, I'm drunk. Here's money. I love you guys.
Thanks, F1 Fan.
I'm going to give the and that's the end of the Super Chats. And, okay, that's the show.
There you go.
Yeah, you can put that up. I got to change that graphic. But I'm going to change it soon.
Wait, let's look at that shirt. What's your favorite part?
Which shirt?
You know
the Isom shirt?
Isom, what's your favorite part?
And now there's guys uploading videos, finally, after 2 years, talking about what their favorite part of Isom is. Isn't that crazy? John Delarose, you're a traitor. Stop with this.
Oh, yeah, wait, what's with that?
John, because John plays both sides of the fence.
Oh, is he?
He's a comic. You know, he goes, I love what Eric Schley's doing. He's just making comics. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Okay, whatever.
You fucker.
Where's the shirt? What's your favorite part shirt?
This is you're gonna find. Look, it's everywhere. You can buy it anywhere you want.
Yeah, it's like my favorite thing. Yeah,
it's only $22.79 from this site.
From this pirate site.
Yeah. So we got the Alpha Core guy and the Isom guy, both of which have no identifying markings that would ever be a possible branding. You literally can only get the Isom or Alpha Core logo on a shirt. The Alpha Core logo has a stylized A in the logo. Why is that not on their uniforms?
I don't know.
That's obvious how you do this.
But why are they looking so tough?
Because they're tough guys, man. They're the ultimate guys.
Hey, we came here to tell you not to do drugs and to ask you what's your favorite part of not doing drugs. Alpha
I
Core,
don't understand.
And this is Isom.
I don't understand that people are like, oh man, this is so cool that Eric did this. I'm like, so he's immortalizing a phrase that establishes that most people who bought his comic book either didn't read it or can't think of anything memorable to say about it. And that's a big win for him. Just tell people what you like about
So what's your favorite part then? So what is it? Which part is your favorite part then? That's what I want to know. Tell me.
It's crazy how many of them wrote giant diatribes explaining how
this
to
is why
tell
I
people.
would never say, and I don't have to say, and why these guys are just disingenuous.
Honestly, it is a really hard question to answer because I tried to think of one positive thing to say about Isom, and the best I can get to is like, well, you can follow the panels really pretty well. You know who's what and who's what. Well, not all the time, though.
It shouldn't be hard. It's not hard for anything else, but their favorite part is that it made money. And they know that. They know that when they think about it, they don't identify with the story or the characters.
Yeah.
They think about how much money it made and how it's going to destroy the mainstream. And they know that they can't say that.
You know why?
Because that means they got rooked. That means they got tricked. That means they got swindled and hoodwinked. So they can't say it. So they start freaking out.
You know why they hate us so much is because they went into this going, this is going to piss off the libs. And that's who we're going to be fighting with. We're going to be fighting with liberals.
Don't care.
But instead, they're fighting with us, and we don't care about any of that political shit. We're just like, no, we're not. We don't hate it because of, it's a right-wing thing. We just hate it because you guys are fucking stupid, and it sucks.
Yeah, because it sucks.
Yeah.
I hate this for the same reason I hate the Marvels.
They really now want to be fighting with like Marvel and DC fanboys. That was their dream, was to go, all your comics are gay and our comics are cool. But instead they have to fight with us. We're just going, no, they're all of them suck. The Marvel and DC stuff sucks, and this sucks.
It angers me more because it could have been so big. Like,
it was a good comic.
40,000 people, $6 million.
He could have had the next Spawn if it was a good comic.
Exactly. Spawn, HBO. Like, people remember it 20 years later.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, that was awesome. And I don't even think the original Spawn was that good.
No, it's
But the
not.
story was that it was decent.
Spawn was very cool looking in this
And Todd McFarlane wasn't like a guy who went online and called people the N-word when they disagreed with him.
No, he was just a weird nerd who focused really hard on his comic book.
I honestly think that Eric could have got away with this if he just had been like, okay, well, that's good advice. Like, that's good advice.
We already said this. All he had to do was say, Well, I understand that it's not for everybody, but I just am really passionate about comics. It's the thing that he did yesterday where we were talking about that he put up a tweet going, it's not my job to promote anybody else's comic book.
Why would you say that?
And it's like, you don't have to say
We know that you think that. Everyone thinks that.
Everyone thinks
Why
that.
would you say it?
Just say, either say nothing
Honey,
or
do
say...
I look fat in this dress? I mean, I wish I wasn't having sex with you. I wish I was having sex with other women, all of them, every day.
Just say, I'll do what
Why would you say that?
All he had to say was, first, nothing, or I'll do what I can to promote creators as I get the opportunity, and I really want everyone to succeed in comics. Instead, he posted a big statement going, I don't have to help anyone, and it's not my job. And
I
y'all
don't
can
need
stop.
you.
Yeah.
I don't need anybody.
He's a very, I'll say, interesting individual. Guys, one more time, please go watch Biggest
We got to find him a younger, hotter black guy.
Good luck. Good luck.
One who got a degree.
Well, we're going to have our own black guy pretty soon. I should not talk like that. But we will have my buddy come in. He's a cool guy.
Your bro?
Is he a bro?
Your bro.
I don't call him my bro, but he's a cool guy.
You should try it. If you call him your bro on the show.
Yeah. You give me $20?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll give you 20. I'll give you
I'll
all
be like,
that.
well, my bro here knows what's.
You have,
see, I'm already uncomfortable doing it. That feels terrible.
Do it. If you call
he's gonna
him
look
your
at me
bro,
and he's gonna go,
I'll give you $20.
Hold on 1 second.
And I'll do it on the show right when you do it. I'll pull out $20 and give it to you and say,
$20 right in front of him. He goes, what's going on? Oh, he just owed me some money from something else.
Something unrelated.
Guys, please, on our channel, biggest review of the Marvels. We need you to watch it, put it on, watch it to the end, leave it looping all night long. We're going to get this review into the stratosphere and get a bunch of subscribers, and the show gets bigger and better, and then we can fly in guests
do it
like
earlier.
Tim Pool or whatever the fuck.
We need to go to one of those screenings, and then we have to break the contract where you can't say anything.
Okay, well, we can't do that.
Why? You could do whatever you want.
Then you never get
It's not
invited back to
illegal.
another screening.
Fuck them. We'll do different names next time.
Yeah, okay.
Going with mustaches.
I will. It's going to be hard to get advanced screenings to anything, especially when my channel has a bunch of pictures of Brie Larson screaming. But again,
why'd you do that? Why'd you go all like quartering?
Because they're funny. They're funny thumbnails. You want to see them? I love my thumbnails now.
I've seen them.
I think they're pretty good. I've been having so much fun with AI.
Yeah.
I've been having so much fun. These thumbnails are great.
I mean, look, man, this is like, it looks like a quartering channel.
I know it looks like a quartering channel. Well, that's how
fucked up.
Yeah, but look at the views. I got 20,000 views on that fucking video. My views were in the dumpster.
Where?
And 20,000 on that one where she's in a flaming dumpster.
Is this the kind of life you want to lead?
I'm genuinely. I find the news of the Marvels interesting, and honestly, I don't. It's not like I call. Here's the difference.
You could be doing better than this. Doing Brie Larson hate watch videos.
Well, yeah,
be living a better life.
Well, as I've told people, YouTube's just kind of like a fun thing, and my real passion project is Super Killer. Now available at Super Killer. Well, not available now, but will be at superkiller.org. Get in soon.
When's that coming out? April?
Yeah. No. January.
Later?
No, it'll come out tomorrow. It's coming out December.
December?
It comes out when it's ready, man. We're working on it. It's looking good.
I don't know. It's a long time for a comic.
Look, it takes time to make stuff. What do you want me to do?
Do it faster.
Okay, I'm trying. I'm hiring more guys.
Whip it out.
I tried to hire a guy, and then he said no. So that's another problem. Qualified applicants.
What'd you want to pay him?
No, it's not the money. He just was like, nah, I don't think I have the time.
Oh. Because he has making more money on other stuff?
He thought that what I proposed didn't make sense.
Drawing?
Well, no, he proposed an idea, and then I'm like, that sounds interesting. Let's do it. And they said, I thought about it more, and honestly, I think what you're doing is already too good and too perfect that I don't want to interfere with it. And I said, well, thank you for that. That's very nice of you. All right? So that's how that conversation went. Guys, what a show!